Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. World Cup late in the match. Brazil hanging on to a 2-1 lead over Japan. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians, who won 2 in a row, remain tied for first in the AL Central. Begin a series at home with AL West leading Texas tonight. The Cincinnati Reds open a series in Milwaukee against the National League Central Division leading Brewers. Columbus Crew reportedly preparing to transfer two-time MLS All-Star Diego Rossi to FC Monterrey. Rossi, the team's leading scorer. In exchange, Columbus will get $8 million. Victor Hovland needed just one playoff hole this morning to defeat Scotty Scheffler in the Travelers Championship in Connecticut. Yesterday's rain delay pushed it into an extra day of competition. This update brought to you by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty for a cash offer today. You can call him at 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
You're about to enter a land of audio delight so awesome that you'll drop all important obligations to get your daily fix. Even Marconi, inventor of the radio, couldn't have imagined the pleasures that are about to invade your ear hole.
Oh, yes.
Try as you might, there's no escape. Let's begin.
Paul, good afternoon.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Doing good, Mike.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
With special guests, Nicole Sheeran.
Yeah, dog.
Jen Winters.
I will kick you in the junk.
Jeff Rimmer.
I will be around to haunt you forever.
And Chris Collinsworth.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Broadcasting live from the corner of Cracky and Sacky.
Excuse me.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Happy Monday. Welcome in. The Good Clean Boy is off this week, so I have a parade of guest hosts, and we start today with the biggest, physically, and the blackest.
That's right. Potentially
Also-
the worst.
Also physically. No, it's impossible. JP Joshua Perry. Good to see you, buddy.
Hello. How are you?
You ready?
Doing good, Mike?
I didn't ask yet.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Relax. Teddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Thank you. Now, how you doing, JP?
Doing good, Mike.
Thank you. I'm ready for some debauchery today. Are you ready?
We can get into it. I don't see why not.
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
All right. And my tattoo's itching like crazy.
You gotta give it a good old pat.
I know. I've done that. I'm doing the lotion on it too.
That's right.
It doesn't work.
You just gotta go in with some old school Aquaphor. You know?
I thought that was bad.
I
They
don't
said
know.
no Aquaphor.
Who said that?
The tattooist. He said that's old stuff. We don't do Aquaphor anymore because it makes the ink less dull. More dull. I
It's
should say.
been
Duller.
some years since I've been in. So
Are you
I
done?
wouldn't know that. No, I want to finish this, but I don't have anything on my heart right now that says I need to go in urgently.
Well, but I mean,
I don't know what I
what
want to
about
fill
a
it in
portrait
with.
of my face?
I am not in the portrait business, although I do appreciate the suggestion.
My next one's going to be a portrait of Panama Ted.
I think he deserves
I've
it.
known Ted for a long time.
Absolutely.
I've known you
Get
longer
that.
than I've known my wife. Why would I get a
Oh.
portrait of her?
Exactly.
And you service me better sexually.
There you go.
That's right. And who knows how much longer she'll be keeping you around.
No. That's over. It's done.
Just done.
It's finished.
That's it.
Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark at 5:30. We have some jacket news.
Do we?
Let me tell you something, man. I don't know. I mean, you grew up here. Would you consider yourself a big Jackets fan? Were they on your radar?
They were on my radar. I have made a commitment to myself not to support emotionally teams that don't win at a high level.
You're a very smart man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very stupid man. And so I've been emotionally torn up with this team since inception. And I want to preface it by saying, outside of people dying, and unfortunately we've had our share of that with this franchise as well, I don't think I've been as depressed as a Blue Jacket fan than I am right now. And it's not the fact that another star player looks like is going to walk out the door. A guy that you thought you could really hitch your wagon to and, you know, was going to be a Blue Jacket lifer and all this. But It's the fact that the tone of everybody over there, it's almost like a funeral. You hear Don Waddell talk, and I don't think he knows what the hell is going on or what to do about it. Where we could, in the next 48 hours, see Zach Werenski traded, Kirill Marchenko traded. You know, you got this poor, 17-year-old Finnish guy who's trying to put a smile on his face on Friday night. Looks like he wants to kill himself coming to this place. I mean, I don't know. I was talking to Ryan Baker about it, who's a huge Jackets fan, and I said, the wheels are falling off. And he said, were they ever on?
That's, I think, the right perspective to take with it, is were they ever on? And I think that gets me to this point, I think you have to center the conversation, unfortunately, around would you be okay with Z just walking in a couple years? Because...
Well, of course not, but
right.
You hope to get your franchise to the point where...
is not a policy. It's not a way you can operate.
You
That's
don't
the problem.
want to walk in a couple years.
Can you flip it in a couple years? Well, I hope so. You can't go off of hope. I think that's the biggest point in this deal, and it's also... why I personally don't get behind teams that just aren't very good is because I don't have that much hope in my heart. I just don't. I have hope for other things. I can't do the hope sports thing. I just need people to figure out a plan that actually works in a way to create winning. And this is a franchise, unfortunately, out of all the wonderful things that they bring to this city, they don't win at a high level. And as
they don't win at any level.
Good point. But as a player, you sit there and you're like, man, I've been here for a very long time. And at a certain point, you ask yourself the question, can I lift the whole franchise by myself, essentially? Because they haven't really done all the other things. They haven't been able to do it consistently. And there comes a certain point where you're like, I don't know if I can commit to that. And I think that's fair.
I just don't. No, it's not even that I blame him.
I don't either.
At no point am I going to sit here and just start screaming at Zach Werenski. I mean, I'm sad if he decides he doesn't want to be here. But I made the joke last week with Timmy that, if I went home today a little bit early, my wife knows where I am, right? She can turn on the radio and, he's still talking, right? So she didn't have to get her man out of the house until about 6:15.
Right.
Yeah. Unless I get on the rocket ship and make it home. But
Sure.
if I just happen to get her and the dude's running out the back door, I'm not even going to be that mad. Be like, oh, well, all right, I guess. Sounds about right. That's the way things are going. At least did she wash the sheets?
Did she wash the sheets?
That's all I care about. And that's where I feel right now with this hockey team. It's like, well, can you blame them?
Yeah.
No, but we got to blame somebody. That's the thing. How do you fix it? Who's going to fix it?
All right. So what has been the one common denominator in this whole deal?
Non-consistency. I mean,
Ownership.
Not winning.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean,
they're not going to sell the
that's
damn
that's
team.
the thing. It's so until that one thing happens, I think it's just kind of like you have to kind of just deal with the way that things have gone for 25 years. It sucks. But if we're dealing in reality here, it just feels like that's the deal.
So Jimmy Haslam's got to buy this team too?
Well, he spent a lot of money. You talk about all the free agents that you want to acquire. He will spend every penny he can to make sure people love being in Columbus. Right? Can't get the free agents here. I want to stay. I want to go all these other places. I don't know. But that's just kind of where I'm at with it. Like there's I know this is an emotional thing for a lot of people who have been diehards of this team since they've been here, since they've been a team. That's perfectly fine. From my perspective as somebody who's not that, it feels like there is ownership has been the one consistent thing. They've done many things wonderfully, but again, winning has not been a byproduct of that. And as a player, there comes a certain point where it's like, can I be the one thing that gets this organization over the top, or do I need to go somewhere else if I really want to win at a high level?
As much as I would love to blame ownership completely, and trust me, I have over the years, and I've ranted and raved about them, and the fact that they're so hands-off, and Mike Priest doesn't seem to know what the hell he's doing.
Well,
but over the years, they have tried. I mean, they've gone out and who should we get? How about a coach who's won Stanley Cups? Yes, let's give them all the power. Go out and get that guy.
Sure.
Oh, that didn't work out. Oh, how about a GM guy? How about John Davidson? Everybody wants him, and we'll go get him, and then he'll come in and mold everybody. Oh, that didn't work either. It's almost like I don't know if they know what to do anymore. Because over the past 25 years, they've tried every sort of combination to get this team to be consistent. And the only thing consistent about it, it's been bad for 25 years. I don't believe in curses in general, but if you were inclined to believe in curses, this team is at the top of the list, man.
I mean, I'm not going to go as far as to do the curse franchise thing either, but certainly it feels like there's an aura around here that they have not been able to shake whatsoever. But to your point about all the things that they've tried, I will say the one consistent thing that has happened is the best players tend to not be there anymore. And I don't know how you flip that mentality among players that come into the building. I know part of the way you flip it is let's make a run at a championship. I get that part. But that, to me, has to be one of the biggest things that changes. And God bless some of these guys who are like, 7, 8, 9 years to be around and nothing changes there. Like that, I understand. But there comes a certain point where it's like you have to be able to entice these guys to want to continue to sign deals, to go out and get the free agents that they want to play with, all the different things that need to happen there.
Ryan Day nails down a couple commits. Details coming up next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 is closed off due to an accident that is in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Avoid the area until further notice. And East I-70 after Wilson, an accident on the right berm. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pros save more on what you need to get the job done right. Right now at Lowe's, get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus save $80 on a DeWalt 20-volt Max 2 tool combo kit. Now just $169. Valid through 7/8. While supplies last, selection varies by location. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Cool cars, cool people, good tires. Get ready for the biggest and best automotive happening of the year. The Good Guys 28th Summit Racing Nationals presented by Grundy Insurance. Over 6,000 classes. Shop the swap meet in Huge Fender Midway. See which ride takes home the crown of the Good Guys 2026 Forge Line Street Machine and Classic Instrument Street Rod of the Year. July 10th to the 12th at the newly renovated Ohio Expo Center in Columbus. Details at good-guys.com.
Bo Bishop has many friends. He calls none of them by their actual names. Let's see, there's Weiss and Bake. And we can't forget about the Blonde. Bootsy, Beansy, NBC, Buddy Garrity, Little Mo with a gimpy leg. The list never ends. And then there's First Friday, which really isn't a Friday at all. He's always the first stop on the Paul Feinbaum apology tour. Tom Tiberi frequently calls him Babe. Oh, and there's a lot of conversation about drinky poo. A lot. You should probably listen to it because I'm sure my sales pitch makes no sense. Bishop and Friends, weekdays from 9 to noon. The Fan.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons. Only at Great Lakes, Columbus, or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com. Approved A1 credit. With 30K finance only. Plus qualified trade. N76.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I grew up here, and after 25 years of telling this community's stories, this place still means so much to me. When I'm not in the newsroom, I'm usually out supporting the same people and causes I care deeply about. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up, or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Disasters strike, fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. Direct Relief delivers. No politics, no red tape. Direct Relief is a lifeline to people in crisis. So check them out at directrelief.org. And if you can, donate.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Amazon Business. With smart business buying, innovative AI tools optimize your purchasing experience, paired with delivery options built for business. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Starting Saturday, July 11th, we'll take you back to some of the greatest comebacks in Buckeye football history. It's Buckeye Weekly, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Hear the games on the Fan, OhioStateBuckeyes.com, and on the Learfield Varsity app. Go Bucks!
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We go into the final days of June with sunshine and heat. Temperatures today getting into the low 90s, and then for tonight, overnight lows into the upper 70s. For Tuesday, plenty of sunshine with highs in the mid 90s. However, the feels like will soar with that humidity into the triple digits, so make sure you're staying cool and drinking plenty of water. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Timmy's out this week. Joshua Perry is with me today. Spent the first segment talking about the wonderful Columbus Blue Jackets, and in the next 48 hours, we could see Zach Werenski traded, Kirill Marchenko traded, and some sort of, I don't know, about face where Don Waddell tries to sell you on how this is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not rebuilding. We're not doing any of that. We're going to reload because they're not going to trade Zach Werenski for futures. They will trade him for another highly priced guy that a team wants out. And he'll try and sell it like, oh, we took one Zach Werenski and we traded him for another.
Yeah.
Except this one signed long term. No, it's not the same thing. Don't buy it if he tries to sell it.
I mean, they got to sell something here.
No, I understand that.
So,
fans are aware.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, I don't like to typically make excuses for executives and sports teams or like ownership groups. I feel like he's in a rough spot. Like, this is not a great spot to be in. And I think there's a lot of spinning that he's going to have to do, unfortunately, much like the politicians do after debates. Like, you got to try to figure out a way to make some of it sound good. But the reality of the situation is, like, it's just more of the same here. And once again, a beloved player that a lot of people thought was going to be a forever Blue Jacket is like, can't commit.
I don't know what to say.
That's it.
Blue Jackets remind me of the America 250 State Fair right now.
Oh, you see that thing was popping? That's what I was told, at least.
I did.
Okay.
I saw.
Yeah.
Don't believe the fake stuff.
Okay.
That crowd was just rabid.
So everybody just photoshopped the whole crowd out?
Yes.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ryan Day got himself a couple commits. 3-star wide receiver Jordan Donahue Donahue. He is 6'4", 2027 class. He is from Florida, made official visits to Minnesota, Georgia Tech before committing here. And they must see something in this dude because, Buckeyes fall out of bed and they get themselves a 5-star wide receiver. We just talked about it last week. Even with the absence of Brian Hartline, they signed a 5-star guy whose name I have forgotten, but they must see something in this guy.
It's an interesting thing, though, because this is like the first real trust meter test for Cortez Hankton, where, if you take all the 5 stars and they don't pan out, people are going to be like, oh, man, there's the 5 stars. Like, you got a couple other ones. It is what it is. You can't hit on all of them. But the moment you take a guy who's like a underrated 3-star guy and you don't hit on that, it's like, oh, man, like he can't evaluate the same way that the other guy used to. So I'll be curious about anymore. I think it's a little bit unfair because of, transfer portal, NIL, all that kind of stuff that has to come together. But I will be curious to see if this was like a real diamond in the rough evaluation here.
Here's another guy. Offensive line, Caden Moss, 2027 class, 6'5", 320. 4-star guy out of Jackson, Mississippi. He is the number 7 offensive tackle in the 2027 class. He's a big dude. I mean, all these guys are big dudes. Ohio State doesn't want you if you're not a big dude. But he had offers from everybody, really. LSU, Oregon, Tennessee, Ole Miss. I said he's from Mississippi, but he decides to come here. Tell me what you think about this. The offensive line has sort of been the black hole when it comes to recruiting. That's not to say that we haven't had talent on the offensive line, but I can't remember the last time they actually went out and recruited a top 5-star guy on the offensive line.
Yeah, I think it's, first off, I think that is one of the hardest positions to both recruit and develop because there are so few like elite ones, right? But then you've got the 5-star guys, and I think, I don't know, it's like, do you want to come to a place where everybody's talking about the quarterbacks all the time and the wide receivers all the time, and it's not really like a run culture team versus some of the other schools where it's like their identity is more up front, right? So for those guys, I think it might be a little bit of a different thing. The stat that shocked me here was this was like the first top 100 O-line prospect who wasn't from Ohio that they got to commit since 2021.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That feels like a long time to not have a big-time O-line guy from out of state commit.
Is it just a matter of we only have so much money to go around?
I don't know. I think that's probably part of it. I also think that you can talk yourself into offensive linemen all being projects anyway. So why not go out there and just get
get the big beefy guy. Yeah. We know he's got the size, and then we can teach him when he gets in here.
A high 3-star. We know we don't need him to start right away,
and I don't have to pay that guy $1 million.
Yes, and I think there's probably, I don't know if that's actually the worst approach either. Like, again, these dudes like 6'6" or whatever coming out of high school, but like some of these guys, they hit a little bit of a late growth spurt, and like their man body starts to fill out when they're 20 instead of when they're 17, and all of a sudden you're looking at a completely different guy than what you brought in.
It's one of these things where recruiting is so interesting now because we've seen it change so much, and I don't even know if it's where it's going to be 10 years from now. But I've said I don't know how often I would go out unless you got yourself like a Arch Manning type of hype guy or something like that. Where
how's that going?
Well, I mean, he's developed into a nice quarterback. I mean,
he sat for like 2 years too.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
and that's credit to him.
Sure,
I guess for sticking around.
Well, it's also he wasn't ready because Quinn Ewers was spinning the rock.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
but do you want to give one of those top 5-star quarterbacks coming out of high school $5-6 million? Or do you want to build the rest of your roster and then go out and sort of did what you did with Will Howard, which is find the best veteran transfer guy you possibly can and spend your money that way?
Yeah, I mean, there are the different approaches. The high school approach that you mentioned, the go get the Will Howard, who is a good but probably not an elite quarterback at the time that you go and get him, or you could be Kurt Cignetti and say Fernando Mendoza is going to be the number 1 pick, but nobody watched Cal at all. so nobody's really going to be in on it.
Right.
So I do think that teams are trying to figure out what that balance is. I'm not exactly sure what it is. And we can go back to the O-line conversation. So if I'm running a program, do I sit there and say, I'm going to reserve $2 million a year, and I'm going to go out every single year and poach the best left tackle in college football? Every single year. I'm just going to go get a guy who's a mercenary instead of worrying about trying to develop a guy for 3 years to be ready to play. I'm just going to keep the $2 million off to the side every year and go get that guy. I think some programs are trying to do it. Lane Kiffin certainly likes that approach. I think other teams are a little bit more comfortable with what they do in-house.
Well, we have some more information on the $20.5 million revenue sharing cap. Remember that? They implemented this last year.
Oh, yeah.
Where schools have $20.5 million. They can spread it around. Is it 4 or 5 scholarship sports? I forget. But Ohio State obviously has football, men's and women's basketball. What's the other one, Teddy?
I think it's volleyball, right?
Women's volleyball?
I think, right?
So it's just the 4? They spread it around too?
I think so.
Okay.
You can do it however you want to.
Yeah, but I think that's what Ohio State chose to do, right?
Yeah.
So we got this information. The average school in the Power 4 conferences offered players $13.5 million in third-party NIL deals above the rev sharing cap across sports. So they're not sticking to $20.5 million.
Well, not technically.
Well, technically, I guess they are.
Yes.
Right? But what they're doing is they're going out and they're putting NIL deals together.
They're asking Learfield to go ahead and create some deals. They're asking whoever their corporate donors are to create some NIL transactions. That's how they're getting it done. Now, the real issue there is, what happened to the College Sports Commission? Where the hell are those guys at?
Where's anybody at?
That was supposed to be their job. The people signed the thing. They agreed to it. Nobody sent the deals in.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying you have the College Sports Commission, you have the NCAA.
Well, now. They can't do anything.
Well, no, but who can is what I'm saying. Even if people, we got the federal government's voting on the thing. How impactful that will be, who the hell knows? But, all right, well, let's say that becomes law. Until it's challenged by some federal judge in Lubbock, Texas, or fill in the blank, and all of this hits the fan again.
So when this becomes law, do the police come into the Woody? Are they going to?
I don't think so.
Are they going to raid the college facilities? What's going on here? And then I guess the last thing I'll say is, regardless of where are any of these people at, the NCAA, the College Sports Commission, or any of that, the coaches, they bother me because they all bitch and moan about structure, rules. We need to play between the lines. Then they're like, okay, here's a rule. $20.5 million
They're the first
for your
ones
cap.
that want to bend that rule.
Brother.
I understand.
They were sitting back there as soon as they heard that, calling everybody who plays in every gray area, how do we step over the line?
Do as I say, not as I do.
That's the thing that's bothering me the most is and they all complain, but live the way you want to live and make other people do it by your example. But that's how you get left behind, so nobody does it.
I have a hot take that I think is going to offend some people. Maybe will offend you.
Uh-oh.
Coming up in 2 minutes, Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 remains closed in both directions due to an accident. Avoid the area between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway until further notice. Westbound I-70 at Sullivan Avenue, there's debris in the right lane. This report is sponsored by your local Rude Air Conditioning Pro partners. Is it rude to touch someone else's thermostat? Absolutely, unless you are a certified Rude Pro partner and fixing a problem system for good. Get out with the old and in with the Rude this summer. Upgrade to a high-efficiency Rude system at rudecolumbus.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Buying a house? Lock in a 5-1 ARM mortgage with CME Federal Credit Union at just 5.35% APR. Learn more at CMEFCU.org. APY means annual percentage yield. APR means annual percentage rate. Terms apply. Membership eligibility and approval required. Equal housing lender. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit CMEFCU.org for additional details.
I'm Brianna Albizu, traffic anchor for 10 TV News this morning. Columbus is quickly becoming my home, and this community has welcomed me with open arms. My mission is simple, to help you get to where you're going quickly and safely. Whether it's helping you beat the slowdown on 270 or giving you detours around major construction, we've got you covered. Because when your morning's on the move, so are we. Make the move to 10 TV News this morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Join us for Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, February 27th and 28th. We guarantee the best price year-round, and Wedding Weekend adds an advantage you won't find anywhere else. Enjoy preferred bridal pricing up to 30% off for one weekend only. Visit Diamond Seller February 27th and 28th.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
A show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your stupid audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast is brought to you by my friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Joshua Perry's with me today. And I got a hot take. Before I get to that, I want to know what you would have done. Now, first of all, it's my own fault. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault but my own.
Okay.
But when we built the house 12 years ago, we built our homes. We made all the choices around it. We decided, stupidly, to have a very open front door. It's glass.
Okay.
Right? You can see in. There's no hiding behind that front door. People come, they look right in.
We've got one too.
Okay. So this morning, I was upstairs making the bed, and I was shirtless, as I'm getting ready to hop in the shower, shirtless. Like, oh, forgot something downstairs, run down the steps. And then as soon as I'm running past the door, the neighbor's at the door, sees me. We make eye contact. I'm shirtless.
What'd you have on the bottom?
Bottom was just like pajama pants.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I was covered from that aspect.
Right, I was like, was it boxers? Was it?
Still, I know there are a lot of you that walk around shirtless. You do yard work shirtless. I'm not that guy, okay? My neighbors have never seen me shirtless. And so we made eye contact, and it's one of those things where it's like, well, I can't pretend I'm not here. She's seen me. I can't run and put something on. That looks stupid. So do you just answer the door shirtless? Yes, I do. I answered the door shirtless. Made an uncomfortable joke about it. Would you have answered the door shirtless?
See, that's a really, really good question, because part of me is like, oh, you already saw, so what am I going to do? The other part of me is like, well, they can see me, so I'll just hold up, 1 minute.
Right.
Go run and throw something on real quick, be like, sorry, and then go on about the business. So I don't know. I guess it would depend on what else I felt like was going on. Was anything else urgent happening where I just needed quickly to go to the door, do what I needed to do, and then get back to things?
No.
Then I probably would have put a shirt on.
I didn't do that.
That's fine. I think it's fine. Here's where I will say people need to be better. If I knock on somebody's door and I can see all the way in, I kind of do the knock, and then I'll turn and pretend like I'm looking at the, the mulch beds and the flowers.
You are a courteous person.
Staring in someone's house, I think, is weird, even if you're there for a reason. That to me is just a little bit.
Look at you.
Yeah. So I would just pretend like there are other things going on. Look at your phone.
You know who's not a good person? Me. Now, you're going to think so, but I think this is a perfectly reasonable take. So I'm watching the news today, and there is this renewed search to find this inmate that escaped from a Pickaway County prison. All right. His name is Gordon Eugene Lambert. Escaped from prison. He was 32 years old, but he escaped in 1987. All right. And they still have not found this guy. He would be now 71 years old. He was serving a 6 to 25-year sentence for aggravated robbery and felonious assault. Apparently, he shot at some police officers while he was. Again, I'm not justifying the crime.
I know,
but I've always said, and I want to be consistent here, that if you're able to escape from prison, as long as you don't commit any other crimes, you can't just go out and start killing people.
Right.
But if you escape from prison, we should let you go. You've done it. We tried to hold you in. We failed collectively as a prison system, as a society, and you could leave the prison and then stand outside and wave and smile. And as long as you behave, this guy's 71 years old.
I would like to put some parameters around that because I think I agree with the concept. Right? Like
this guy could be your pastor.
It could be. The idea of somebody being able to successfully escape, like, I think that deserves a little bit of credit because
we should almost hold a parade for this guy.
It's supposed to be very difficult, right? I get that. But I'm saying that there should be a 2-year, 5-year, whatever it is, period, where you're actively looking for the escaped inmate. If you don't find them after that point, do not waste any more time, money, or resources looking. They have earned their freedom at that point. I kind of get where you're going here.
All right, but you just wouldn't take it to my extreme.
Like, I wouldn't say
like
if he got out and then he's standing there. Like, I can't get him. No, you should get him in that case because he's dumb enough to taunt you afterwards. You should definitely get him. But on the, if he goes away, and once again, like, if you're not in the system after that, like, if you haven't committed more crimes to where they found you after that, maybe you learned your lesson. You just escaped early, but you got what you needed. You paid your debt.
See, if I were in prison, and I probably should be, but if I were in prison, I would try and escape every day. Like I'd be cooking up something. I'd be sidling up to the people that are cooking stuff up. There's no way I'm trying to stay in there. I'm trying to escape every day.
You get like 2 times to try to escape before they have you in a padded room with a straitjacket.
Solitary confinement?
Yeah, I think you only get a couple times.
You wouldn't try and escape? You just stay there?
I don't think I would. I don't know if I'm resourceful enough to figure out how to actually get that done. And by the way,
I didn't say I was. I would sidle next to somebody who is.
These people are typically like crawling through ductwork. Like, I can't fit up there. They would certainly hear me trying to crawl through a vent. I don't think I could get it done.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily have to do that. Now, stick with me for a second.
All right.
Maybe you're, maybe somebody slips you a shank or something. Okay. Maybe you got a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the guard comes over. Maybe you kill him. Right? And then you assume his identity. You dress up as the guard. You put his dead body in your bed. Meanwhile, you're only serving like 18 months for credit card fraud. But now we've murdered.
That's what I was going to say. I don't think committing murder, violent crimes to try to escape is the right way to go. I don't think I've got the gumption for something like that.
I think if you and I put our heads together, we'd be known far and wide. Oh, those are the guys who really did it. They really escaped.
I think we would be known as the guys who really tried.
Victor Hovland beat Scotty Scheffler in the Travelers playoff this morning. What the hell, Teddy? I know they had a weather delay yesterday, but why do they allow such little margin for error?
Well, like you mentioned, they did have the weather delay, but they also like to start it later in the day because of the television ratings. It's all for TV purposes, and then it leads into their evening programming, which they had Yankees, Red Sox on last night. So they just want to have that big block, and they predict everything will go smoothly.
But instead, your alternative is you finish this tournament at 9 o'clock in the morning, and nobody's watching it. I mean, I knew they were doing it at 9 o'clock this morning, and I was 15 minutes late, and then I missed it because it was one hole, and that was it.
Yeah, that's a tough thing, but it's not going to happen very often. They think that it's just better to do it that way, and they'll get the ratings, no matter what, than on the previous day.
You a golf guy, JP?
I've become a golf guy more and more lately. I wasn't before. It was an old man sport for me. I should have listened to my dad.
But we're becoming old men.
Yeah.
And here's why. I was just like you. Had no interest in golf.
Yep.
All right. As a matter of fact, if I saw it on television, it was like kryptonite. I have to change the channel very quickly. And then I decided that I love this. And it's great as I get older and I have no attention span because, especially golf on TV, it's just shot. Moving here, moving there, tracker on the ball. We can see everything that's going on all the time.
Yep.
It's funny because you think of golf as a slower paced sport, and it is, but on television, it is framed for the very mentally immature person who needs constant entertainment.
Totally agree with you. It's actually one of the best sports to watch on TV for that reason. There's action all the time. They've always got when something big is getting ready to happen, they'll show you everything leading up to it. There's always a look back, a replay type of situation, which I think is really good. That makes it great for a nap as well because it'll just catch you up.
The
That's
golf
right.
nap.
And you'll get caught up. The broadcast naturally will do that.
Did you put your jeans on and nap this weekend?
Brother, the napping jeans. Oh, yeah.
I still have not seen these jeans that you say are so comfortable
right.
you can
want to
nap
know
in
why
them.
you haven't seen them?
Why?
Because you haven't seen me nap.
You can't just wear them in here?
I wear them for napping.
Maybe Gordon Eugene Lambert is taking a nap right now in the retirement home, 71 years old, escaped from prison. You go, Gordon. You're my guy. Not for shooting at the popo.
Yeah,
but for
that's bad.
Keeping your nose clean for the last 40 years. Sad story I saw today. Sad story involving a guy who accomplished something in sports that few have managed to do. We'll talk about that coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 remains closed off in both directions due to an accident between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Avoid the area until further notice. And southbound US 23 after Asheville Road, another accident. This report is sponsored by Vision Zero Columbus. Serious crashes on Columbus streets cause permanent physical, financial, emotional, and property damage. Vision Zero is changing that through roadway redesign and a commitment to zero traffic deaths. Find out how at columbus.gov/Vision Zero. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Thank you for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We make room for possibilities.
We've loaded the moving van and we're leaving a ton of stuff at our old address. Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way.
We make space for hope.
We make space for dreams.
We make space for what matters.
We are 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Let us make room for your possibilities.
We can make your house happier.
And your future brighter.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Join T-Bone and Tyvis mornings on The Fan for football, food, and fun. Featuring T-Bone.
Now, when you were talking about the football stuff, I was listening. But when you said Waffle House, I leaned forward in my chair.
And national champ Tyvis Powell.
I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it.
Where they solve all the world's complex problems.
We're not putting the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container.
Sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus.
Football, food, and fun with T-Bone and Tyvis. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on The Fan.
Round of 32. Here we go. Scotty Vegas here, and I'm getting chills just thinking about the game on Wednesday night. The best place to cheer on Team USA is the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. We'll have contests. People go crazy for the coin toss tournament. Prizes to give away. Watch the game on the best screen in Columbus. Oh, I'm going for a juicy Sportsbook steak during the game. See you Wednesday at 8 at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Hey, it's Cobb
Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
At Logan Services, we're more than heating and air. We're a family-owned business that puts people first. For decades, we've built our reputation on honesty, hard work, and treating your home like it's our own. From the first phone call to the final handshake, you'll work with a caring, local team that shows up on time and does the job right. Because comfort isn't about temperature, it's about integrity. Logan Services, family-owned, people-focused, and proud to serve its customers.
This is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hi, I've been dreaming of having an epic college setup.
But your college budget is less than epic.
Way less.
Well, with IKEA, you can get everything you need for college, from bedding to storage and decor, all at a great price.
That's good economics.
Sounds like someone just found their major.
Visit IKEA in-store or at IKEA.us to get ready for college. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Hey friends, if you want to witness the world's biggest soccer tournament in person, well, look no further than Twin Peaks. Enter the Twin Peaks Go for Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos, and you could be one of 5 grand prize winners who get the VIP treatment plus travel and lodging. For your chance to win unmatched views of the match, visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter and choose your host city. Entries close June 14th, so don't wait. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
It's time for sun and savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, get a new 2060 Elantra SE for $59 per month for a 2-year lease. Just $59 a month for the drive into summer sale. This month only. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit $39.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year and 7.6.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
One of these men is on an extremely high dose of antidepressants. The other one should be. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Fishy has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. We get things started with T-Bone and Tyvis, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's Hot Take Tuesday. Bishop and Friends starts at 9 a.m. They'll do Tuesdays with Taberry at 10:30. Rothman and Ice, noon to 3. Tyvis will be on with Rothman and Ice because they talk to him every single Tuesday at 1:30. And then tomorrow on this show, Nicole Sheeran is with me for the full 3 hours, which means lots of yelling, lots of singing, lots of what up bitches, lots of all of that.
Did you hear what's going on Wednesday and Thursday morning?
Wednesday and Thursday morning on T-Bone and Tyvis?
Yeah.
No.
JP, would you like to share what's going on Wednesday and Thursday morning?
From 6A to 9A, it will be me and Tyvis.
You and Tyvis?
Together.
Who's driving?
Tyvis.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, yes.
So he's going to be coming in and out of breaks and...
Allegedly. He got a whole bunch of sounds and stuff over there.
That's must listen to, I think.
It is. I'll be listening to that.
I don't know if I'll ever be invited back after that.
Well, if it fails, it's not your problem. It's Tyvis's problem.
I'm not exactly sure. I told T-Bone today, I said, as soon as you get back, make sure you ask Fishy for a raise because that will be the biggest display of his value is what happens Wednesday and Thursday.
Or it's such a train wreck that it's great. That's actually, because if it's just kind of bad, that's the worst.
Yeah, it is. It's yes.
Right, if it's good, that's disappointing. Because who wants that? And if it's kind of bad, that's disappointing. You want it to be super bad.
Like just a disaster.
Oh, my God.
Well, we have a group chat brewing right now. Tyvis is throwing ideas in there like a madman. I didn't know he was an idea pitcher.
What is he pitching?
Oh, all kinds of different stuff. I can't spoil it.
I'm sorry.
But all kinds of different stuff.
Has he told you his preferred viewing on the Fire Stick when Lauren goes to bed?
He actually showed me some of the titles the last time I was at his house. And the wildest part about it was my wife was there, his wife was there, and there were 5 kids in the living room.
So this is what he does?
He doesn't watch it, but he was like, look at what I got. Ha ha, sex.
This is what he does.
Yeah.
He invites people over and shows them his smut.
Crazy.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about something super depressing. Good Morning America this morning.
Wow.
Michael Strahan was talking to former Titans running back Chris Johnson, who ran for 2,000 yards, which is something that does not happen very often. But he was a really good player. He is certainly not an old man by any means, but he has ALS. And I love the headline that I'm reading this morning, by the way. It says, Chris Johnson says he has ALS. No, I'm going to say he has ALS. Not just he's saying he has ALS, considering he can't speak anymore.
That was rough imagery.
Oh,
and I mean, it's for a reason. Like, part of what he was up there to do was to spread awareness. He's like, we need more funding so we can research ways to extend people's lives when they have that nasty disease. But that was one of the roughest images I have seen in a little while involving a sports figure that, as you mentioned, at the top of his game. I mean, that's the hardest part about these things, man. Like, you look at these players like they're Superman. Mm-hmm. And then to see that is just devastating.
Well, and just, he can't speak anymore. And he was saying through a, what do they call it? Voice box, or whatever it was. That last year he was, picking up his daughter and helping her blow out candles on her birthday cake. And now he's at the point where he can't
even hold a cup. That's
right.
What they said.
Can't speak, can't hold a cup. And the cruelest part about ALS, the cruelest part is probably your family that has to,
no doubt,
deal with all of this as well. But you are totally aware. I guess the saving grace when you have other neurological issues like Alzheimer's or dementia is that you're not fully aware of what's going on to you. You have awareness at certain stages, but ALS, you're trapped there. Mm-hmm. You're the same person. That's what he said this morning, too. Yep. He said, I want people to know that I'm still here. I'm inside here. Nothing's changed. I'm still me. I can't think, me personally, of anything worse than ALS. And I've said this before, and I've said it in jest, but I'm actually halfway serious. I feel like we, every single year, should take a wheel of diseases, spin it, and then we put all of the smart people and all of the funding we have. Because if you put all those people together and all that money together, you can cure things quickly.
Yeah.
But we're so piecemeal in what we do, and I would start right there with ALS. I really would. It sounds so terrible for everybody involved.
I saw it as a young person firsthand with a neighbor who lived right across the street. He was the superintendent of Olentangy Schools at the time, and he was diagnosed with ALS, had a wife and 2 young daughters, and, he's a doctor, right? Like, super smart guy. And to watch the physical transformation was one thing, but it was that idea that you talked about where mentally you are still the same person. And there's a lot of grappling that goes on with that, and with the families too, where like they know who's inside, but it's a different person that they interact with on a day-to-day basis. I think it's such a miserable thing. And I'll say this, and I'm shocked that they didn't talk about this, considering that Strahan was the one who did the feature. NFL former players are 4 times more likely to be diagnosed with ALS. So there's another part of this, and nobody wants to have these conversations about what you're doing to your body.
Right. I mean, he did say he doesn't have any hereditary links to ALS.
Nope.
Some people do, but he's not one of them.
Well, I'm not going to speculate, but I'm going to speculate There's a reason I left the game. It was concussions, but like that game will wreck your body in so many different ways. And I think that needs to be a part of the conversation on a different thing, right? Like attacking that disease and what we can do to support people when they have it, but also try to make sure that we can find a cure for it, I think is a beautiful thing. But there's part of it where I don't know how many current or former players are aware of that stat in and of itself. And that's a scary thing to think about.
No, and I'm sure there's some sort of link to trauma, head trauma, and developing. Well, we know it occurs with dementia. Mm-hmm. So you would think if it happens with dementia and other neurological diseases, why wouldn't ALS be affected in that as well? Isn't that the same number for Parkinson's?
Sure.
As well, where NFL players have a much greater percentage of developing Parkinson's disease?
Let's look it up.
Well, this is what we're doing. We're just Googling Parkinson's rates now. By the way, I also think that we should treat road construction just like the spin the wheel of diseases. We take all the money and all the time, and we do one at a time, right? So how many construction projects do you think are going on in Central Ohio right now?
Oh, God.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Right?
8,000.
Hundreds. They're all spread out. They're piecemeal.
They're all by my house, as a matter of fact.
What you do is you take all the money and all the people, and you put them on one bridge. They could fix it in like a day. Then they move on to the next thing, and they fix that in like a day.
So can I tell you as an aside what pisses me off about exactly what you're talking about? So 315, stretches of 315 are closed, right? So then it's like, okay, 23, right? North, south, all of them. 23, construction on 23. Both directions today, by the way. So then if I want to go over the Lewis Center back roadway, Pyatt Road is closed as my little back way to
They're
get.
just trying to screw you.
But why would you do all of the north-south thoroughfares all at the same time, knowing that the traffic has to migrate to one of the other ones while you're working on the one?
Just saying, you do one at a time. You do one, you got everybody working on it. It takes like 5 minutes.
Even if you don't do three of them that all run next to each other, all in the same direction at the same time.
I'm with you, but you're expecting common sense where common sense does not exist. Let's talk about a big, giant piece of crap coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
In Delaware, US 42 remains closed off due to an accident in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway, and another accident northbound 71 after the North Outer Belt, that one blocking the right lane. This report is sponsored by Put-in Bay Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. Give them joy on Put-in Bay, laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your next everyday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hello, I'm Shep.
And I'm Mark.
We're the friendly board-certified entomologists from Rose Pest Solutions.
Let's tackle some spider myths.
I've got one. Spiders will sneak up and bite you at night.
That's a myth. Spiders are not interested in having you as a midnight snack. Okay, I've got one. You swallow spiders while you're sleeping.
Myth. What spider would enter the snore hole of death? But here's a fact. Spiders can be hard to control.
So call the pros from Rose.
Call Rose Pest Solutions today.
800-966-ROSE.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread yard work, in 90-degree weather.
Wow, it is a scorcher out there today.
With a swarm of hungry mosquitoes buzzing around, then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should get NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM.
Welcome back to Yeah, That's a Pepper Thing. First up, we've got Harrison wrapping his Dr. Pepper in a tiny quilt so it feels at home. Oh, how tender. That's a pepper thing. And over to Becca, who's whispering affirmations to her can.
You're sweet. You're unique. You're the best thing I ever poured over ice.
She swears it makes it taste better. It's not a science thing, but it's a pepper thing. Why do they all do it? All for that sweet, delicious, truly one-of-a-kind taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a pepper thing.
I'm Tracy Townsend, anchor at 10 TV News this morning. This community is my home, and it means everything to me.
I care deeply about the stories we bring you each day, especially the ones that truly impact your life, from women's health and advocacy to the decisions happening at the State House. My goal is simple: help you feel informed and connected. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to 10 TV News This Morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. Over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
Hi, I'm Linda from Newburyport. I lost 20 pounds on Awaken 180. In my family, there's a history of type 2 diabetes. I've always carried more weight than I should, and my glucose levels had always been hovering at that pre-diabetic. My goal was to see if I can avoid becoming a diabetic. After having been on the Awaken 180 program and getting the 20 pounds off, I am no longer pre-diabetic, and I am on a low dose high blood pressure medication. And in my last 2 physicals, my doctor has been sort of like, we may need to either cut back or we might even be able to at some point take me off. Awaken 180 is just one of those tools in my health toolkit. It's really easy.
Hey, it's Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan, and that's what this is really about. The numbers your doctor reads, not just the ones on the scale. Linda changed hers with Awaken 180 medication-free, and so did I. Yours could be next. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. In sports, winning isn't just about points on the board, it's about dollars off of it. From billion-dollar TV deals to player contracts worth more than entire franchises once were. Today's games are run on smart financial strategy. And just like a championship team, success comes from planning, discipline, and long-term vision. That's the same approach your money deserves. Here's Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, President of Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Thanks, Bobby. Those core values are the foundation for any successful business. Because whether it's building a roster or building your future, strong fundamentals matter. At Riverside Bank of Dublin, we look at every deal and every opportunity with our core values in mind.
That's right, Chuck. It can take 2 years like it did in Bloomington, or 10, but sustainable success comes from fundamentals done right. Riverside Bank of Dublin, rooted in the community, focused on relationships, and committed to helping our clients win financially. Look for our new branch location in Bridge Park in Dublin.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels from the World Cup today. Brazil survived a scare and beat Japan 2-1 to advance to the round of 16. Speaking of a scare, at Wimbledon today, men's top seed Jannik Sinner in his first-round match needed 5 sets to dispose of Miramar Kuzmanovic. Baseball to be the Cleveland Guardians at home of the Texas Rangers tonight. Guardians still tied for first in the AL Central. Rangers lead the AL West. Cincinnati Reds begin a series in Milwaukee against the Brewers, who lead the National League Central. Columbus Crew reportedly preparing to transfer 2-time MLS All-Star Diego Rossi to FC Monterrey in exchange for $8 million. Basketball, James Harden declined his $42 million player option with the Cleveland Cavaliers today and is working with the team on a multi-year deal. The Miami Heat and Andrew Wiggins have reached agreement on a 3-year, $64 million deal. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and Ed Davis amongst those who were indicted on gambling charges. Breaking sports news right here on The Fan.
Timmy has more jiggling silicone in his Instagram feed than Sydney Sweeney riding a mechanical bull. This is Common Man and Timmy.
All right, one more depressing stat. This is Joshua Perry's here. What did you say? 64%?
61%.
61% more likely to get Parkinson's if you played in the NFL.
Yeah.
than the general population.
It actually said if you played organized football versus like a normal non-contact sport population. So that was a Boston University study that was done.
I see.
So this, like, organized football feels like a pretty broad,
because it is,
group of people.
I mean, that can be fourth grade.
Right. Or it could be, college athletes. But yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is morbid, but I think as we become more aware of the actual physical toll outside of like, broke your arm and I got a crooked pinky, like, it's just wild to me how more media does not talk about all of these things. Feels almost like a conspiracy.
To your point, I'm surprised. And by the way, we were talking about Michael Strahan on Good Morning America was talking to former NFL running back Chris Johnson today, who has been diagnosed with ALS.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have any hereditary link to ALS. And that's not to say that football is the thing that caused it, but this was a guy that played football at the highest level and for his entire life. And so you would think that some dots would be connected there, but I'm surprised that Strahan didn't really bring that up in the piece today.
I mean, it took people forever to actually say the word concussion. Right. And I feel like even the coverage right now, I don't know how far I want to get into this, but I've had conversations with people in the sports media business about my career in the NFL and retiring because of concussions. And a lot of the questions that I'm asked about are, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like the league did what they were supposed to do, et cetera, et cetera? Because if I were to go on a program that covered the NFL, I don't think the NFL people would want me to be up there talking about concussions, right? So I still think it's a very taboo thing for media at large to talk about it. And I think a lot of it is because the NFL is like, we know this is a very bad thing, and we've had lawsuits about this, and we're trying to figure out ways. We got guardian caps now. But if you could just not talk about it, we would feel better about that. People would enjoy it a little bit more. They don't think about the morbidity of the game. Players aren't suing because it's not in the forefront. Like, I do think there's like I think they're very sensitive about it.
Let me ask you this, because you said, you stopped playing because you'd had how many diagnosed concussions?
6.
And more, right?
Sure.
That weren't diagnosed.
Right.
If you were playing today and you had the availability like these guys do to wear guardian caps during the game, would you make that choice?
Yes, absolutely.
And because I know a lot of guys don't make that choice.
Some
because
guys
they feel like they'll be judged in some way because of it.
Okay. And I get that, right? Like, part of the whole thing about football culture is like everything is peer pressure to be macho, manly, whatever. Like, that's what makes football football. If you want to judge me for that, I think that's perfectly fine. I know there are other guys who have convinced themselves that it will not make a difference if they wear that guardian cap. Like, if they're going to be mashed potato brain, that's happening one way or another for them. So they don't wear it. I think there are other guys that feel like they're not in high combat situations enough to want to wear it. I'm also of the opinion that if you play in the trenches, like, you should wear one of those every single rep that you ever put a helmet on. Because even in the days where you're not in full pads, you're still firing off the ball, a lot of times with your head down still as you're trying to get into an athletic position. And ultimately, you make some contact somewhere with your helmet or your face mask against a big man that you're trying to move around. So I think that the technology is there. I would advocate for it, but this is also America. You get to decide for yourself. Pick your own adventure.
Well, right, but you'd also think that just from a liability standpoint, they'd want to make things as safe as they possibly can.
I think that's why they offer it.
I'm sure it's why they offer it. But I've always been amazed when you have a guy that has a history of these things, like Tua won't wear it.
Right.
Right? Chris Olave won't wear it.
Sure.
And he's, had been out for concussions how many times?
Dude, some of those hits that he has taken.
Oh, they're brutal.
Yes.
So again, I think, but then again, you see a guy like Josh Dobbs go out there and wear it, and he doesn't seem to care.
He's kind of branded himself a little bit on the big ass helmet.
But to your point, it sort of takes a special personality to say,
yeah,
I don't care.
Is what it is.
It's like the Tennessee players coming out here without sleeves on. I got to go outside, when it's 0 degrees with no shirt and prove
titties bouncing around.
Prove how tough I am. Where at some point, someone on your defense looks and says, "Man, I'm going to be comfortable."
Speaking of that game, by the way, Nico's helmet split open.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was Cody Simon who just clobbered him. And you see a hit like that, and guys are still like, yeah, well, if they offered me a Guardian cap, I don't think I would wear it. It was actually the great way to bring this thing full circle.
Let's talk about a big piece of crap. Phil Mickelson, who was a big piece of crap for a long time, but everybody thought he wasn't. Oh, look at him. He's a little doughboy. He's a family man. He's a good guy. He lives next door. He trims his weeds. No. Because behind the scenes for a long time, Phil Mickelson had quite the reputation. Now that reputation has come out. And we're getting some more information. So he was kicked out of his local golf club not too long ago for inappropriate behavior towards a staff member. So Ashley Perez, who is the ex-wife of pro golfer Pat Perez, has now told this story about what happened back in 2015 when they were playing in a tournament. So apparently, they're at the rented house together that they were staying at. And Pat excused himself to go to the restroom. Ashley says that Phil took out his phone, showed her a full-body picture of himself naked with an erection.
Flexing.
While flexing one bicep, as you do. Claims Ashley, Phil said to me, "I'm going to leave my bedroom door open tonight. When Pat falls asleep, I want you to come see me." A couple things there.
Go ahead. You start.
Well, I admire the balls. I do. I admire the balls on some level to just say, you know what?
To someone's wife.
I'm going to be... I'm here. This man is my friend. I'm on a balcony. He went to the bathroom for 5 seconds. I'm going to take this opening to whip out my phone.
Shoot or shoot.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't have that mindset. And so when I see someone who's in that mindset, good or bad, I almost appreciate the gumption. Now. It's an absolutely horrible, lewd thing to do. And for the life of me, I have never met a woman who gets turned on by a picture of a man's naked member.
Yeah, I think their brains are wired differently than ours when it comes to...
If anything, they want to forget that it's there.
I don't disagree.
They want it to be as dark as humanly possible.
With your assessment of that. I guess my biggest takeaway from this story was they said Pat, she told him
after the tournament,
right?
Because he had to go play in this tournament. She didn't want to upset him.
I actually understand that. Okay, so after the tournament, she tells him, and then he sees Phil numerous times, doesn't ever address it, but tells everybody what happened to the point where this becomes like a
urban legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, how I would have been next time I saw him, hospital. Potential body bag.
I think most people would be like that.
I don't know how you could look that man in the face knowing what he did to your wife and just take the high road. There's no high road. There's only a road to hell. That's where I'm going. That's it.
Teddy, are you special kind of satisfied when you see stories about Phil come out like this?
I am. I'm probably not as much as Timmy is.
Oh, Timmy's running around naked.
He is loving it. But yeah, it brings a little smile to my face.
Timmy's taking a picture of himself fully engorged, flexing a bicep right now.
God.
Phil Mickelson. By the way, he pulled out of the Open Championship when this news came out.
Yeah, he probably got to go away for a little while.
Well, he's going to go away for a long time. Phil Mickelson, Timmy's guy. Let's talk about a guy maybe a little bit worse than Phil Mickelson in the world of sports. coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 is closed off due to an accident that's in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Also an accident blocking the right berm of the Roberts Road ramp to the southbound West Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
The big one returns to Ohio. It's the Good Guys 28th Summit Racing Nationals presented by Grundy Insurance. See over 6,000 of the nation's baddest hot rods, muscle cars, and classic trucks on display. And don't miss Good Guys Autocross racing action, a tire-smoking burnout competition, a pro street takeover, an earth-shaking Nitro Thunderfest. Meet the top builders and so much more. Happening July 10th through the 12th at the Ohio Expo Center. Details at good-guys.com.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Jerry, we're about to have our 250th birthday.
No way.
Yes way.
Eco is 250 years old?
Jerry, America is 250 years old.
Get Eco.
ECO. For more than 2 centuries, we've celebrated the founding farmers every 4th of July.
You mean founding fathers, right?
Jerry, the people who fought to be free were farmers, merchants, and tradespeople. Regular people like you and me, and all the good people we serve.
What about Ben Franklin?
He was an inventor.
Do you know any other inventors?
Okay, farmers, merchants, tradespeople, and inventors.
Aaron, I just realized, you don't celebrate the leaders, you celebrate the people.
Jerry, in the football game of life, coaches come and go, but the team is forever.
Get Eco.
ECO. Happy birthday, America.
Eco, plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
No! USA is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
Join T-Bone and Tyvis mornings on the Fan for football, food, and fun, featuring T-Bone.
Now, when you were talking about the football stuff, I was listening, but when you said Waffle House, I leaned forward in my chair.
And national champ Tyvis Powell.
I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it.
Where they solve all the world's complex problems.
We're not putting the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container.
Sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus.
Football, food, and fun with T-Bone and Tyvis. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Call today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you want and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, foreclosures, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Call today and speak with me, John Kozik, for an all-cash offer and the help you need. At 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000, TurboTrackRealty.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance from Progressive Insurance.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept. And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We've got heat advisories in effect for Central Ohio all the way from Tuesday through Thursday. It will feel like 105 at times on Tuesday. A lot of sunshine, dry, highs in the middle 90s, a lot of humidity. On Wednesday, high temperatures in the upper 90s, just hot and dry all the way through Thursday. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. I'm 10 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
11 and a half. That's not the Buckeye football over-under win total. That's the amount of times Common Man wipes his crack. I'll take the over.
Oh, what's that smell?
You're listening to Man and Timmy.
Timmy's out. Joshua Perry is with me. Tomorrow it's Nicole Sheeran Day, so get your earplugs out for that. Wednesday's Jen Winters, and Thursday is the Beamer. Brandon Beam with me.
Oh, wow.
And then Friday is, 4th of July fun time. I'm not here. Show's not on.
Mariah Carey has a song called 4th of July, and I think it is her best creation as an artist.
You're a big fan of Mariah Carey.
Certainly am.
This I'm aware, where I once asked you, because you have a peanut allergy, that if Mariah Carey came up to you with a mouthful of planters and said, give it to me, you would still do it. And
EpiPen in the bag.
Get the EpiPen out.
EpiPen in the bag.
You want to sing a little bit of that 4th of July?
I do not. I can't do it justice, but...
Speaking of 4th of July, you and I were just talking.
Yes.
And I was disgusted with you because you said, because I said that I concur that the Nathan's hot dog eating contest on 4th of July is one of the dumbest things we do as human beings in America. And you said, oh, I love it.
It's appointment viewing for me.
You said you actually, as a kid,
when I was a
would
child,
do it.
we'd watch it, and then my older brother and I would have my dad grill up a whole bunch of dogs, and then we would do it at home. We would see who could eat more hot dogs in a certain amount of time. It was phenomenal.
See, think about that for a second. See, when I was a kid, back when I was banging, I'd watch football on TV. Like I'd watch Walter Payton play for the Bears, right? And then I would take the rolled up socks and I'd put them in my shirt, and I would take my fake helmet, and I'd run around the room and pretend to be Walter Payton.
Right.
You wanted to be Kobayashi.
I did. Not Joey Chestnut. I wanted to be Kobayashi.
Now, would you dip the buns in the water, too, like they do it?
We got to that point.
Did you spew chunks at any point?
And that's where, as an adult, as somebody who is grown now, that's where I'm a little bit turned off, right? You watch it, and they literally, like, the people who are in the front row of that thing, like, they have, like, shields and ponchos and whatnot, because you're bound to be hit by a shrapnel
group.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous up there close to the stage. That's what kind of grosses me just a little bit, but that is a spectacle. The feat of eating that much that quickly is something that I really enjoy. And the idea that Joey Chestnut, as untouchable as he is right now, continues to try to exceed performances on a year-by-year basis, to me, like, he has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. You're chasing nothing but yourself at this point, and he's still committed.
I like how you're breaking this down. It's almost like the LeBron-Michael Jordan conversation. Right. But there's a lot of things in life that are spectacles. It doesn't mean we have to get on a boardwalk and watch it. There are some craps that I've taken, JP, that were spectacles. And I may call my wife down and say, take a look at this. Have you ever seen anything like it before? But at the same time, I wouldn't expect people to line up and cheer me on as I drop a 9-pound deuce.
Okay, so my response to that is I think more people have had impressive craps than the ability to do what Joey Chestnut does. That's why it's a spectacle.
All right, here's another thing. The musician Sting is a tantric lovemaker. All right, that means that he is fully engorged and he is in the act for like 6 hours at a time. You want to talk about a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that you've even attempted that.
They have probably.
I don't think I made it 6 minutes.
Allegedly. There's probably a category for that on some of the websites that Tyvus has on his little fire stick.
I'm quite sure Tyvus is watching it.
So once again, that is a spectacle. People watch that.
Why hasn't that become the all-American thing? Like hot dog eating.
So
fornicating on the boardwalk, 4th of July.
Make an argument that sex, alcohol, gambling, things of that nature are as American as anything else we got going.
Eating?
Yeah. I think they're all one and the same. Now, some you're able to do in public and get away with. Others, you need to do the ID verification to log into the website.
All right, so we need a 4th of July gathering where you have your eating competition. All right, this is all on the same bill.
Okay.
All right, it's like the triathlon.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Or decathlon,
Yeah.
diathlon, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know.
Decathlon.
Whatever. So you got the eating portion of it, right? Then you have tantric lovemaking.
Okay.
So you eat, and then you
Are
screw.
these all the same
for
athletes?
For a ridiculous amount of time.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be reversed?
I would say.
No, because that's the challenge, Teddy.
Well, no.
Is you've eaten so much, your stomach is so full, but now.
But what does it do for your blood pressure? That's the question. All that sodium, your blood pressure is real high. You could probably go.
We're gonna see these.
You could probably go.
Idiots just die.
And then
Brennan Sorsby's there.
No.
To act as your bookie while you place bets.
And then there's the drinking aspect, and then there's the cigarette smoking part of the competition.
No, that's not American. That's European, baby.
No, it's American.
We're done with the cigarettes. Trust me. Go to Europe. You'll see. They're still
they
banging.
Want to be done. They want to be done. We're not done.
We're vaping.
Yeah, it's moved into a different thing.
Yeah, and you could have what's the Marlboro man? The
Dick Hammer.
Yeah, he could be there.
Hammer.
I think you guys enlightened me on Mr. Hammer.
Sam Darnold's grandfather.
That's right.
His name was Dick Hammer.
Mr. Hammer.
And he was the original Marlboro man.
So I think before that, Marlboro was known as a feminine cigarette.
Oh, and they changed their branding.
And they changed their branding to try to capture...
It was like Virginia Slims.
A larger market share. That's where that happened. Mr. Hammer appeared so they could capture more men.
If you need to attract men, look no further than Dick Hammer.
Mr. Hammer.
Mr. Hammer?
Yes.
Mr. Dick?
That too.
Okay. We talked about Phil Mickelson in the last segment. I said, let's talk about someone worse than him. Sadly, the Bills have announced that O.J. Simpson will not be honored with the other team legends inside their new stadium. So if you wanted to see him involved, I mean, he's one of the greatest players in franchise history. And last time I heard, he was acquitted of murder, but he will not be among the
criminally.
honored.
Right? Wasn't he?
Right, civilly. I mean, he's a dirty ass murderer.
Right.
And in the court of common sense, of course, he's a big murderer.
It's an interesting question of how lines are drawn on that. Like they're saying we're good, right? This is a new era. We don't have to bring him along. What does a Hall of Fame have to say about things like that? Like, you know, that's the question for me is like, I think a lot of people have gotten to that point where it's like, he's gone now. We don't have to talk about him if we don't want to, but he's enshrined in history still. Like what he did on the field happens still.
Right.
And so I'm curious how.
So would you do it?
I don't think I would.
If you're running the Bills PR, are you sitting at that boardroom with a PowerPoint presentation saying, here's why we have to have good old Orenthal in the new Ring of Honor?
I'm saying he gone, so let's treat him like he gone.
You know what amazed me, though? So this guy, well, he was still alive. Obviously, he's dead now, thankfully. When he was still alive, he's acquitted. He's out of prison because he went to prison, obviously, for stealing his own memorabilia, ironically enough.
Sure.
But he was at the golf course like every single day, and people could not wait to sidle up to him and take pictures.
So the funny thing about taking pictures with OJ.
You have one?
No, my brother-in-law does. He was on spring break some years ago and just ran into OJ and was like, hey, can we take a pic? Guy was grinning ear to ear.
Of course he was. There is no one on earth we won't get a picture. Hey, Charlie Manson's here. Give me a little picture, Charlie.
I mean, what are we doing as a society?
It's a loaded question, buddy. All right, I have an interesting conundrum for you.
Okay.
Joshua Perry coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 remains closed off due to an accident that is in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway, closed off until further notice, and a little bit of slow traffic westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hi, I've been dreaming of having an epic college setup.
But your college budget is less than epic.
Way less.
Well, with IKEA, you can get everything you need for college, from bedding to storage and decor, all at a great price.
That's good economics.
Sounds like someone just found their major.
Visit IKEA in-store or at ikea.us to get ready for college. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
I'm Brianna Albizu, traffic anchor for 10 TV News this morning. Columbus is quickly becoming my home, and this community has welcomed me with open arms. My mission is simple, to help you get to where you're going quickly and safely. Whether it's helping you beat the slowdown on 270 or giving you detours around major construction, we've got you covered. Because when your morning's on the move, so are we. Make the move to 10 TV News this morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Booing is one of the great joys of fandom. You boo bad. You boo lazy.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
You boo undisciplined. But you must always boo cocky.
Ew, and boo. This kind of thing is getting out of hand with you two. Y'all are an official warning.
Here's Man and Timmy.
Joshua Perry's with me today. Look, I know this is the way things are done in the NBA. It happens all the time, but just symbolically. So James Harden had a $42.3 million option on his deal, and he turned that down because he and the Cavs are working on a longer-term deal. But just the flex, the power to say $42.3 million guaranteed cash money for 1 year worth of work? No. Pass.
I don't want it.
Pass. I can do better. Can you imagine having so much power and flex?
I aspire.
Well, you can aspire all you want. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for you. It's not going to happen for me.
You'll see.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You going to be the next McAfee?
No. I don't think I could do what he does.
It's not a lot of, in fairness to him, there's not a lot of people who could do what he does.
Yeah, I feel like that is being a character every day. Like he's on all of the time. And he does a lot. So I got to find a different way. But I'll get there.
You will?
Sure.
Can you take me with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I be your butler?
Let's go.
If you were to invent a product to change people's lives, is there something that you've toyed with?
So we're actually having a conversation about this today, my wife and I. So we're walking our subdivision, and we have a new stroller. It's a side-by-side stroller for the children. And as we're walking, our feet keep hitting the bar at the bottom of the stroller because both of us have longer legs. And I've kicked this thing around a million times, but strollers, car seats, anything that has like a supposed weight limit, if you have large children, sometimes you're just in a weird, awkward spot with it. And so I've toyed around with the idea of just making these things, but for bigger people. So the stroller has a longer handlebar deal, so it's further away from my feet, right? Like some of the things for the kids, what is age appropriate for a normal sized 2-year-old might not be the right thing for a 2-year-old that is the size of a 4-year-old, right? So I've been kicking this around.
I don't know anything about this.
You don't, and that's my issue with it is I just don't know if the market's big enough.
Yeah.
But that's what's kicking around in my little brain.
Do you have anything for really tiny people?
No. It never crosses my mind, unfortunately.
See, I have a 9-year-old that's probably the same size as your 4-year-old. So we got to worry about that stuff.
We were at my father-in-law's house this weekend, and for some reason, and I'll tell you the reason, is because he's too damn nice. He's the guy where everybody congregates at his house, all the neighbors, and then they leave, and he complains for like 2 hours about it because these are some of the most insane people you could ever meet. But the one neighbor with their 5 children all come over, and they have a 4-year-old. And James, at 2, was literally towering over this child. And I'm like, every time I see it, I'm still kind of shocked. Just big for no reason.
He's not big for no reason. He's big because he has a big genes and parents.
It's a beautiful thing until he wants to be held like a 2-year-old. And then you're trying to figure out what to do with all of the legs.
Oh, the legs are going to hit you right in the...
Yeah, every time.
The cash and prizes.
Scratching my knees.
What did I tease? Oh, conundrum for you. I was reading a thing today about this perfectly nice home that's been on the market for a while and gets lots of visitors, and it's actually underpriced for the area that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
However... the issue with this house is that someone was murdered inside of it.
Okay.
All right. So your dream house, you are looking at a new house.
Mm-hmm.
The realtor says this checks every single box. The location's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. It's got all the amenities you've asked for. Just one small thing. In the basement, someone was brutally murdered. But don't worry, ServPro came over and they cleaned everything up, and it's all been gutted, and no pun intended, and all put back together again. Would that prohibit you from buying this house?
No. If everything, like, if I couldn't tell, I'd be fine. I don't know how my wife would feel about that. I think I would be good.
All right, now here's a big question, though. So they have to tell you.
Yes, that has to be disclosed.
So the realtor says to you, hey, Joshua, I just want to let you know, someone's been murdered in this house, right? But you can't tell. No one can tell.
Right.
Would you then tell your wife? Or would you just keep that information private? Honey, I found you the perfect house. And then oh, my God, it's so wonderful. Look at this room.
Did you know I was a real estate agent in a former life?
If I did, I forgot.
Okay, so I was.
So did you show people a murder house?
I did not. But I don't have a license anymore, but I still feel like I would have that fiduciary duty toward my wife to disclose. And then we would see what happens from there. But for me, I'm in.
You're in. You don't believe in any of that? Like the spirits there?
Why would they haunt me? I didn't do anything.
Well, you moved into the house.
Okay, so what, they want the house to be empty? What are they going to do with it?
You're upsetting the final resting place. I don't think
the final resting place is wherever their body was interred. I'm fine.
What if it was buried in the concrete slab of the house?
That's a different thing. That is a different thing. But
Teddy, would you buy the murder house?
I don't think so. Yeah. I would probably more likely buy a house of somebody that I knew as opposed to a house that somebody I didn't know and there was a murder there. Because I know you don't like to.
I can't.
You would never buy a house that, say, like, Joshua had lived in. He would not buy his house.
This is no offense to you, Joshua, but let's say you're selling my dream house. You're moving out of your house, and your house is everything I've ever wanted. And I would not be able to buy it.
Why?
Because, it's one thing if you move into someone's old house, but you don't know the people, and so you know that things were done in that house, but you can't put a face to the memories,
Mm-hmm.
the fornicating and the crapping and just all the disgusting things that happen in that house. But if I move into your house, then I have an image. I have an image of you doing the deed in the bathroom and in the bedroom.
Why does your brain go to that?
Because my brain is screwed up.
Do you walk into a hotel room and think about all of the debaucherous things?
I do.
That's
I
a
do
problem.
Indeed.
That is so crazy.
I got my wipes. I don't trust that anything's clean. I will wipe everything down.
That, but you don't have to think about what people actually did.
But I do.
You just have to know that other people were there, so it might be a little bit filthy.
But I don't. But even then, I don't have their image. I don't have their face.
I don't know, man. So I'll disclose, bougie. I've never lived in a resale home. When I think last time I did was probably 2003 when I was a kid, and then we moved here. My parents built a new house, and then I've lived in new construction. So that has never really crossed my mind. I don't think it would be a problem. My whole thing, and when I was a real estate agent, I used to give people Home Depot gift cards as a closing gift. Go buy new toilet seats. That's my biggest thing. Don't put your butt where somebody else's butt is.
Toilet seat.
That's it.
It's the energy that was in there. The
Tantric.
Energy of the room. That's right. The energy. That room has seen stuff.
I don't think that way. My brain is not wired to think about all of the things that people did in the space before I got there.
So you go into a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just plop down on the bedspread and don't even think about it, or?
Yeah, I will sit down on the bedspread. I'm very much like you. I travel with my Lysol or whatever. So I'll spray all the things down. I'm not to the point. Howard Griffith, who I worked with at Big Ten Network, he brings a Ziploc bag to put the remote in. So he touches the remote over the bag, right? I'm not to that level.
I respect it, though. I respect him.
A good wipe down, and then I'm living. Don't look at me like that. You're the crazy one. You are the crazy one.
At one point, I used to have a little black light that I would travel with.
You make yourself crazy. Why would you ever do that?
I know. Now, I've gotten rid of that because there was not a hotel room clean enough that ever passed that test.
Have you ever sat, you probably have, in a window seat in an airplane?
Yeah.
Look at the little crevice.
Oh, no, I know, dude.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
They're just things you have to not think about.
No, but I can't. See, that's the reason why I don't wear my glasses all the time. I went to the eye doctor not too long ago, and they said, your vision's not very good. You should be wearing these glasses every single day. And I don't. I'm not wearing them today if you're watching me on YouTube. But when I first got the glasses, I took their advice, and I wore them every single day. And then I realized that there are things in life that I'm not supposed to see because I'm walking around my house, and I'm fixating on things.
Right.
I'm just walking around. This caulking sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm nitpicking everything, and I'm seeing things, and eventually my wife says, "Take those damn glasses off." I'm supposed to be blind. It's going to make me happier.
You need to rewire your brain.
Oh, okay. Help me with that. I take lots of prescriptions to help me with that.
What you should do is things that your body would naturally run from. You should run to them.
Okay.
That will help you rewire your brain.
No, I think you're full of it.
I'm not. You can
face
look this
your
up.
fear type of thing?
Yes, essentially.
So you're afraid of heights, you just jump right out of the plane?
I'm not saying you should do that, but maybe you go up to the 30th floor of a building and look right out the window and know you're not going to fall.
But I don't know that I'm not going to fall.
Well, that's how you figure it out, is you walk right into it.
Until you fall.
Okay. All right. If somebody falls, that's on me.
Man, you want to talk about me haunting you? My God. My house is new. No one can haunt me. Are you kidding? Oh, I'll find you. Foodgasm coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Up in Delaware, US 42 remains closed off due to an accident that's in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Northbound 71 right lanes blocked from an accident after 270. This report is sponsored by NJM Insurance. While some insurance companies use gimmicks to get your attention, NJM would rather focus on putting their policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit NJM.com to learn more. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
For over 30 years, Newman Roofing has earned the trust of homeowners by putting customers first and giving back to the communities we serve. From roofing and siding to gutters, every project gets the white glove treatment. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com.
At Babs R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement. As the Midwest's fastest growing 5-star bathroom remodeler, we're more than just transformations. We're a community driven by a mission to bring your dreams to life. Our installation team, part of the Babs R Us community, isn't just skilled. They're dedicated to respecting your home. Each day, they bring craftsmanship and hustle, turning your dream space, no matter the size, into reality. Together, we embrace a culture that values diversity, collaboration, and giving back. From supporting local projects to fostering a workplace where every voice is valued, Babs R Us is more than a company. It's a community of experts. We're also expanding locations to create more possibilities for homeowners across the Midwest. Wherever you are, you'll find us ready to turn your dreams into something you can see, feel, and enjoy every day. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BAB to schedule your free estimate or go to babsrus.com. Babs R Us, where dreams soak in.
Round of 32. Here we go. Scotty Vegas here, and I'm getting chills just thinking about the game on Wednesday night. The best place to cheer on Team USA is the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. We'll have contests. People go crazy for the coin toss tournament. Prizes to give away. Watch the game on the best screen in Columbus. Oh, I'm going for a juicy Sportsbook steak during the game. See you Wednesday at 8 at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Financial literacy starts young. Ohio Credit Union offers Greenlight, the popular money app and debit card for kids at no cost with your personal checking account. Help them earn, save, and learn. Visit telhio.org/greenlight.
Telhio is open to anyone in Central and Southwest Ohio, federally insured by NCUA.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I've been a journalist at 10 TV for more than 20 years. I moved back to Columbus with my beautiful wife and our 2 amazing daughters and our golden retriever, Harley. This community brought me back because this is where I feel connected. Where my daughters were born, this is my home. And that is to say, I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army, our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Are you really telling me this is the highest rated sports show in the country?
Well, that's obviously not true.
Shit.
Yeah, that boy got diarrhea.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm coming up in mere moments. Jason's beef with our guy Jason Stark at 5:30. Hey, Teddy, are we at all worried? Because we got the heat dome. You know, today's like the first hot day of many that we have coming up. And I've heard that this week it's going to be like heat index of like 105 and just people dropping dead. We've got the U.S. Senior Open over at Scioto.
Yes, we do.
This week. These are gentlemen of a certain age.
Over 50.
Right. Most of them are much older.
Yeah, could be in the 60s. Yeah.
Are we worried about them dropping dead at all this week while they're out trying to play golf in 105-degree heat index?
You know, I didn't think about that, but we should be. Yes, because it's going to be extremely hot out there.
That's not something you want to be known for.
No.
It's like, oh, what happened to Ernie Els? Oh, remember him?
Yeah.
He died in Columbus trying to play in the Senior Open.
South Africa.
Ernie Els?
Yeah. Gary Player as well.
Thanks, Teddy.
Gary Player's not here today.
He's not here. I'm not here.
JP, can you?
No. The interesting thing about trying to make sure that people of a certain age can stay cooled and hydrated is like you hand them the bottle of water and they're just stubborn sometimes. I don't need that. It ain't that hot. It's not the first hot day I've ever seen.
Right.
That could be a problem.
That could be a problem. Look, I heard Rothman saying, because they're going to do a live broadcast out there, right, that it was too hot for them to do the show outside.
Oh, well, if it's too hot for them.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's too hot for Rothman and Ice to sit outside and do a show. You got these elderly people playing golf.
Is that because of them or the machines? You know, you got to have the machines to do the show,
No,
right?
it doesn't do with machines. Machines are fine.
Machines can't get too hot.
Not our machines.
That's what took down the Terminator, I think. It was too hot.
Too hot?
Yeah.
Too
so,
hot.
yeah.
Well, he did get lowered into the lava pit.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember?
Yeah, killed him.
All right, Foodgasm.
Man and Timmy present
Oh, yeah.
Foodgasm.
Sponsored by GoGermain.com. Shop 30 brands and over 4,000 vehicles only at GoGermain.com.
JP?
Yes?
Are you a fan of a good rotisserie chicken?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, reading this thing on Yahoo where they looked at the best store-bought rotisserie chickens.
Okay.
And they came away with one clear winner. Now, the places that they tested, Sam's Club, Walmart, Whole Foods, Publix, we don't have any Publix here, and Costco.
Mm-hmm.
And they said of those places, there was a clear winner. Would you like to guess which place had the nicest, wonderful, plumpiest, juiciest chicken that you could buy?
Well, I don't know what the people had to say, but the Costco chicken to me is undefeated.
Costco chicken is very good. I'm a member at Costco, and I get the chicken a lot. I also am I'm a Sam's Club member, too. I like to double dip.
Okay, so are we.
They say far and away, and by the way, I will concur on this, Sam's Club, number one.
The better rotisserie.
Better, juicier chicken.
That I've not tried.
Oh, it is succulent. I don't know what type of steroids they're shooting up those birds with, but whatever it is, you keep doing it because it's good.
I don't like going to either one of those places these days. The Costco is more conveniently located, Polaris Parkway. Sam's Club, I feel like, is less traffic on the inside, but it's too far. So I'm stuck a little bit.
Well, you can have it delivered.
I don't like doing that.
That's what I do. I like to have it delivered.
I want my eyes on the product. I want to select the one that I want.
You want to pick the chicken that suits you the best?
I've talked about this before, too. I'm here for the store schmooze. The bump into the people you know, the bump into people you don't know.
That's my worst nightmare.
The little side conversation I enjoy.
But you haven't done this show enough because what happens to me whenever I'm in the store, and it's always the grocery store because that's the only store that I really go to, is that's when people want to yell, pee-pee no worky to me. across 2 aisles.
You see, that's not my brand, so I don't
understand,
worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. I can have a regular conversation with the person in the store. If I heard that, I would run. I understand where you're at with that.
I don't run. I embrace it, actually, at this point. And now the new thing is people come up to me and say, hey,
with your daughter.
Walker told me I have AIDS.
Oh, God. So if you're there with your daughter.
My daughter is hip to the jive. She understands.
Okay. Just feel like that's
Why did that man say pee-pee not working?
Because that's how daddy pays for your college you're going to go to.
That's right.
And stuff like that.
In-state only.
All right, what do you want to do? You got any food for me?
No. So this was a weekend. I actually did cook, but it wasn't the way that I wanted to. This was a weekend I didn't cook. We're out of town.
What was the Father's Day spread that you sent me?
It was all fried and it was all delicious.
Yeah, that was really fried.
Yeah, I had fried chicken thighs, and I double coat it.
You made all this stuff.
This is stuff that I made. So what I do is I'll take the chicken, throw it in the flour, then I'll dip it in some sort of a liquid. If I have pickle brine, I'll do that, but I'll do water sometimes. I'll throw it back in the flour, getting the nice little bits on there so you got a nice crunch, crispy crunch. Mm-hmm. But you got to put the cornstarch in there as well so you get a little shatter with it. So I did that. And then we had fried fish. Whiting is what we did. Delicious. A little heat to it. Very good. I made fried pickles. Ooh. Fried pickle chips that were just...
Oh, the chips is scratching me where I itch. Yes. I am not a fan of the fried pickle spears.
I like them. But you got to let those really cool down.
Oh, yeah. They'll mess you up.
Oh, they will tear
They will mess you up.
But yes, we did that, and then French fries. It was delicious.
Woo!
It was all fried.
Right to the cardiologist.
Well, my wife is like, you want to go to brunch? Well, no. I mean, we could get a reservation. Sure. I want to cook.
There's apparently a big problem for concert goers. We'll talk about that coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 is still closed due to an accident in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Southbound West Outer Belt, it's an accident that is on the entrance ramp from Roberts Road off on the right berm on that ramp. This report is sponsored by Vision Zero Columbus. Serious crashes on Columbus streets cause permanent physical, financial, emotional, and property damage. Vision Zero is changing that through roadway redesign and a commitment to zero traffic deaths. Find out how at columbus.gov/Vision Zero. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Getting a speeding ticket can ruin your day. But what about that cyclist or the pedestrian crossing the street? If you hit them while speeding, you'll do more than just ruin their days. That's why tickets are more than just a fine. They're a second chance. A reminder of what's on the line when you're behind the wheel. You won't get a do-over every time. So take this as your sign to follow the speed limit every drive. Speeding slows you down. Paid for by NHTSA.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Common Man here for my friends at Care Heating and Cooling. Summertime napping season is upon us. What's that mean? Well, that means for me, a little nap on the leather couch. I got the ceiling fan on, but if that AC's not working properly, that nap turns into crap. Am I right? You got to make sure that AC's in tip-top shape, and the only people to call are my friends at Care Heating and Cooling. The message on their homepage says, we care about your comfort, because they do. If you're not comfortable in your own home, they start to get itchy and scratchy. Here's what you need to know about my friends at Care. They've won the Lennox Centurion Award for 17 years in a row. Now, if you're not in the biz, you don't know what that is, but I'm going to tell you, it's given to the top 5% of Lennox dealers in the country each year. Their service techs are the best in the business, business, and there's not a problem they can't solve, except maybe the meaning of life. They had no answer when I asked them. But think about living without central AC. Mess you up. My friends at Care also have easy online scheduling. CareHeatingandCooling.com. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
If you're shopping for an engagement ring or wedding bands, timing matters, and Wedding Weekend is designed for that moment. Hi, it's Alice Johnson from the Diamond Seller. February 27th and 28th, enjoy preferred bridal pricing on select wedding and anniversary bands with advantages up to 30% off, plus special no-interest financing on engagement rings. We guarantee the best price year-round, and Wedding Weekend adds an exclusive advantage you won't find anywhere else. Join us February 27th and 28th at Diamond Seller on Selma Road or at Easton Town Center.
I'm Tracy Townsend, anchor at 10 TV News This Morning. This community is my home, and it means everything to me. I care deeply about the stories we bring you each day, especially the ones that truly impact your life, from women's health and advocacy to the decisions happening at the State House. My goal is simple: help you feel informed and connected, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to 10 TV News This Morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Life is full of uncertainties. You can't control the economy, the prices at the pump, or the grocery store, and you certainly cannot control the weather. But the one thing you can control is your home's efficiency and comfort. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us help you take back control of your home by insulating your walls with our premium foam. You give us a call today, we'll come out, we'll insulate your walls, and we'll throw in your attic for free. So give us a call today, 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Good Feet store, and my journey continues. No more agony of defeat. Already this season, I've walked 18 holes twice and lived to tell the story. My personally fit arch supports go where I go, and in this case, right into my shoes, all of them. I just pop them in any pair and off I go. Just having that support and the stability has made a world of difference for me. A while back, I walked into the Good Feet store and walked out with an entirely new outlook. And I knew it right away. After taking the test walk around the store, I felt the difference. And not just that cushy feeling, I'm talking about real support, the kind that makes you feel aligned. For more than 30 years, the Good Feet store has helped thousands of people discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I experience it daily. I really feel my personally fit arch supports guide my feet into their ideal position. You can make an appointment online or just stop into the Good Feet store in Grove City or on Polaris Parkway in Westerville. Get started at goodfeet.com.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Five-star defensive lineman Marcus Fakatu from California has verbally committed to Ohio State to be part of their 2027 recruiting class. The Detroit Lions today have released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he had a $1 million bond set today in a Florida court following his arrest last week on charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. Baseball, it'll be the Cleveland Guardians at home with the Texas Rangers tonight. Cincinnati Reds in Milwaukee to face the Brewers. Victor Hovland needed one playoff hole this morning to defeat Scotty Scheffler in the rain-delayed Travelers Championship in Connecticut. At the World Cup today, Brazil came from behind to beat Japan 2-1. The NBA, the Memphis Grizzlies have traded Ja Morant to the Portland Trailblazers. This update brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Warmer weather, more time outside. Summer gives you weight loss a head start. Awaken 180 gives you the plan to make it happen. The official weight loss program of summer. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Settle into the cuck chair.
That's right.
Daddy likes to watch.
I'm your daddy.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Timmy's out this week. Joshua Perry is with me today. Tomorrow, it's Nicole Sheeran. Wednesday, it's Jen Winters. Thursday, it's Brandon Beam. And then Friday, I'm not here because we're all watching fireworks and sweating in the heat or whatever the hell we're doing.
You a big firework guy?
I'm not. No.
I could take him or leave him.
I'm not a big firework guy. If I can see them from my climate-controlled inside, then I appreciate it. But I'm not one to go to fireworks or parades or anywhere where people gather.
That's fair. I used to love it when I was younger. When I was a kid, I thought it was just the most impressive thing in the world. Now it's just like, if my kids like it, I'm cool. But for me, I've seen fireworks shows before. I've seen 100 of them.
Go to Disney World, you see it?
Yeah, you go to a baseball game, go to watch the Mud Hens. They got fireworks.
Teddy, you been to Disney World? Seen the fireworks?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, long time
They got
ago.
a lot of fireworks there, Teddy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had fireworks back when you were banging.
They did, and those were like real, fireworks.
What do you mean real fireworks?
People could die when they were setting those things off.
Well, you could die with these too.
There were no restrictions at all back then, though.
They have restrictions now?
Now they do. Yeah, now they don't want it to come down where there's people and stuff.
Oh,
back then, it was just like they were sending up sort of like rockets, and they would explode, and then debris would fall everywhere, and then
That's how they start the forest fires out west now.
Yeah, it would catch things on fire, and then people running around, and it was
people
chaos.
are on fire.
Yeah.
Seems like an issue.
Yeah, that's how it was back in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right age for Disney.
What's the right age for Disney?
Yeah.
When you got kids?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
No, you're not.
No, I am, because every time I go to Disney, it's the same, panicked-looking people pushing strollers around looking like they want to die. In my opinion, you should not do Disney with your kids until there's no more diapers and no more strollers. Your life will be a whole lot better. Your kid will actually remember something as opposed to them being too little, and you don't have to deal with all that other crap. Also, don't go in the summertime. It's for idiots. It's too hot.
We've been having a spirited debate in my household about this. My wife wants to take our children down to Disney.
Two and how old?
A 2-year-old and a 10-month-old. And so I've been trying to convince her that it's probably not the greatest idea. The kids won't remember thing, she's just like, but we'll remember, and we're creating memories as a family. I respect that. I understand that. It's a lot of money to have two people who will never recall what happened. But then there's also the travel aspect with two children that young.
Absolutely.
Well, we made a trip to Toledo to see my father-in-law this weekend, and about an hour into the drive, my wife was like, I'm going crazy. I wish this drive was over. And on the way back, it was a little bit more quiet. But I said to her, you think we could survive going to Disney? And that kind of got her over to my side.
Would you drive all the way down there?
Hell no. But taking them on a plane still.
No, I know. I'm aware.
One of my favorite people watching activities is watching frazzled, frantic people in airports. I sit in airports for far too much of my life. I have to make it entertaining one way or another. And watching the pure chaos of adults who have never been in the airport before trying to find their gates, families with children who are being dragged across the floor to get to the gate, that is enjoyment for me. I do not want to be the spectacle for other people.
That's the thing, is I think that too often in society, we make our lives unnecessarily difficult. And like, I waited until my daughter was 5 before we went to Disney World. And even before then, a couple months leading up to the trip, we would have what I like to call Disney endurance tests. We'd go outside after dinner and then walk the neighborhood a couple times and make sure that the legs can be ready to go, because I don't want to hear I'm tired. I don't want to hear I can't walk. And she knew that was part of the deal, is that if she can't walk, if she's going to complain, we're not going to go.
Yep.
So we made that part of the deal, and she got in pretty good shape, and she was ready at 5. She also remembers the trip at 5.
Yes.
So at your own risk, my friend. There are a lot of people like you. But I'll tell you what, man, the craziest people are the ones that, like, that park opens up, right? They, like, drop the rope, and then everybody's running to get to the first ride. And you got the people with the strollers, and they're just, we got to go. I got a fast pass. They're out of their minds.
That's the other part about it. I think Disney has a service where you can hire somebody to basically, like, do the park experience right for you.
You can. That's not cheap, though, buddy.
I know it's not cheap. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I wouldn't know where to stay. There's a million different properties. Where do you stay? How do you do the thing? That to me, the logistics of it sounds like something I don't want to participate in.
You're lucky you're doing the show with me today.
Okay.
If you decide to go, I want you to tell me, because I'll give you the timeshare. All right?
All right.
You can buy the points from me.
Okay.
I have a certain amount of points every single year.
Sure.
It's a 2-bedroom condo.
Fair.
Okay? 2 big bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, a full kitchen.
Dave Ramsey hates this.
Living room. Dave Ramsey's not here. Okay? And by the way, you don't own it. I own it. And I'm just going to rent it to you. But if you insist on going to Disney.
I don't insist. But...
do it my way. Well,
okay.
if she insists.
Right on.
Do it my way.
Okay.
And stay in this place.
Right on.
Because the only worse thing than going with a 10-month-old and the 2-year-old is like a big motel room. We don't want that.
I would never, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take care of you.
All right. Thank
for
you.
a reasonable rental fee.
All right.
What did I tease for you? Oh, you go to a lot of concerts? You a concert guy?
Not really.
No? Well, people go to concerts. And I talked about this last week that Olivia Rodrigo says that while she's been on the stage, she has smelled human fecal matter because what people do is they will, be at these festivals all day and they want to be in the front row, so they get there extra early. And they don't have time. They can't go to the bathroom because then they lose their spots. What they do is they just, wear diapers and enjoy the show and crap their pants. And same thing with Times Square. When the ball drops, you're there. Oh, Happy New Year. And you're wearing diapers and pooing and peeing on yourself. Well, Noah Khan, who is, one of these singer-songwriter from Vermont, I hate my parents type of guys. He says he's actually making a plea to his fans to stop just crapping on the floor in the concert, because he has seen that where people will just drop their pants and crap because they don't want to leave. They don't want to miss a song. So they'll just poo right there. And he's saying, stop it. I can smell it. I see it. You're creating a bad experience for everybody else. Can you imagine? You're at a concert. You probably paid out the ass for these front row tickets to impress your wife. Oh, honey, you want to see Noah Khan? Here you go. And then the person next to you just drops trow, squats, and lays a deuce right there on the ground.
You said that. Here's the thing, man. These people get to vote. They have driver's licenses. These folks can take out loans from banks. This is a problem.
They're affording a front row ticket.
Well, the loans from banks would take care of that.
Well,
the idea that people among us are so excited to see their favorite. And I'll bring this full circle. Love Mariah Carey. I am not pooping my pants to be front row to see her. I'm just not. That's foul. It's disgusting
Teddy.
And uncalled for.
Motley Crue's in town. All right? You're a big Motley Crue guy.
Well, yeah, they're in diapers.
No, but you have the opportunity to see front row. I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
And Vince Neil is looking at you as he doesn't remember any of the words to the songs and just mumbling.
And I'm like mouthing them to him, yeah.
Right. At any point do you say, I got to put a diaper on so I don't lose my spot?
No, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
You go back to the bathroom and you do your thing.
No,
You
you're
come
not going to
back.
be in the front row then, Teddy.
Well, you can make it back to the front row. Come on. You're going to miss maybe
You're
10,
going to miss
15,
Dr.
15.
Feelgood.
That's okay. That's stupid. These people are idiots.
They are.
Come on.
This is really bothering me. I wish I would have never learned this.
That's why I'm here.
Oh, come on.
That's why I'm here. By the way,
jail.
Go to jail. There is something brewing that may affect you professionally, JP.
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about that coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 is still closed off due to an accident that's in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Westbound I-70 left lane blocked from an accident between 670 and Hague Avenue, a 5-minute delay back from Sullivan. This report is sponsored by Coda. Beat the heat this summer on Coda's cool, comfortable rides. Just tap your phone or card to hop on and show up refreshed while others sweat it out in traffic. Plan your ride at COTA.com. That's COTA.com. Beat the heat this summer on COTA's cool, comfortable rides. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Celebrate Star Spangled Savings with Logan Services. Right now, save up to $3,000 on a qualifying train system. It's hard to stop a train. Free same-day estimates, next-day installation. Logan Services.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Now at Kroger, your points add up to more ways to save every trip. Use them your way to take dollars off groceries at checkout or save at the pump. You can even save up to $35 on your next fill up. Same points, more choices. And with low prices on fresh, quality food, plus digital and personalized offers tailored to how you shop, your dollar goes further. Redeem your points online or in the app. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site or store for details.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah, so green.
USA keeper was decent enough.
Didn't have much to do.
99 minutes.
Not a single goal. Well, Bet365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and got $150 in bonus bets just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
Bobby Carpenter here with my friend Jake Ballard with QC Kinetics, and both of us played football a long time, and one of the main things is you get beat up while you're playing, and the pain doesn't end just when you leave the field. It's always there.
So for me, I had a lot of pain in my left knee, and it was something that caused me aches and pains every day, especially in the morning and the evening. So looking for pain relief, I found QC Kinetics. They had a great reputation, and I wanted to find out more.
Jake, tell me about the process. Once you got into the office, how did that all go?
Once I arrived at QC Kinetics and went and saw Dr. Tesner, they told me all about my knee, put a game plan together, and we started treatment right away.
What is your day like now?
Now with QC Kinetics, I'm able to chase my crazy son around pain-free, and that's what matters most to me.
Take it from two former professional athletes. If we can get relief, the same is possible for you. Check out QC Kinetics, located in Dublin and in Gahanna, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
For over 30 years, Newman Roofing has earned the trust of homeowners by putting customers first and giving back to the communities we serve. From roofing and siding to gutters, every project gets the white glove treatment. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit newmanroofing.com.
My name is Kylie. Me and my husband have 4 kids. Keeping them safe, it's my #1 priority. But it can also be really scary with my kids being on their devices. A parent should be in control of whatever their kids have on their phones. I support the App Store Accountability Act because I want the parents to be involved. It's the only bill that gives parents clear tools to protect our kids and requires a parent's approval for a young person to download an app. Parental approval is a no-brainer to me. It puts the initial safeguard in place so I can trust them. Real age verification and clear description of apps for parents would be really helpful. It seems ridiculous that the other bills let their kids enter their own ages. That's a terrible idea.
Parents know what's best for their kids. That's why the App Store Accountability Act is the only bill that requires parental approval for a teen to download an app.
The App Store Accountability Act will give parents more control. If you want to protect kids, put parents in charge.
Paid for by Ohio Women Lead Right.
A riddle brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? Progressive protects them both. It was an easy riddle. Learn more at progressive.com.
ESPN senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins Rothman and Ice every Wednesday at 12:30, and he works blue.
Okay. The NFL Playbook with Adam Schefter is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Indeed it is. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Just uncomfortably hot all the way through Thursday across central Ohio. We're going to have the combination of high heat and a lot of humidity, giving us heat index values at times that will feel like 105. On Tuesday, sunny, dry, mid-90s, upper 90s on Wednesday, upper 90s on Thursday, and maybe an afternoon storm on Friday. That is your 97.1 The Fan weather forecast. On 10 Weather Impact, Chief Meteorologist Chris Tomer.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, Jack, wearing this.
My eyes!
And only this.
Is it over? Can I open my eyes?
Here's Man and Timmy.
Timmy's out. Joshua Perry is with me today. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark coming up at 5:30. He again was talking to me this morning. He says, what do you want to talk about? I don't care. What do you want to talk about? Because whatever he wants to talk about is more important than what I want to talk about. Right, Ted? How you doing over there, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike. You're right.
Your Reds took 2 or 3 from the Pirates this weekend.
They did. How about that?
Mm-hmm. Now they go to Milwaukee, where they will lose them all.
4 games. Mm-hmm. Probably take 2 of them, right? And split it, and that'll be good.
Okay. Guardians took 2 or 3 from the Mariners over the weekend. They will host the Texas Rangers tonight. JP, you are a fine Comcast employee.
Sure.
Working for NBC.
That's right.
Did you see the news today?
I sure did.
Comcast says they're going to spin off NBC and all of their broadcast entities into a new publicly traded company. So instead of having one company that loses money, they'll have 2 that lose money. But there are some that say that this is because, the television's a losing proposition and all these TV right deals are going to be up soon at the same time. NFL deals, World Cup deals, Olympics, and they got to find some way to pay for that. And I guess if they spin off the TV things, they can find a way to pay for that, and it won't bring down the whole company's books. I have no idea, but yeah, I don't know if it changes anything, but
I didn't get an email, so
you're going to be the last one to get the email.
Probably. It's a weird thing. I think first off, like Comcast probably felt very differently about this deal, having NBC as a property when they first acquired them than they do now with cord cutting.
Oh, absolutely.
So naturally, the businesses have just gone completely different directions. I guess my biggest question is so NBC, are you going to be looking for other properties to acquire? Are you looking to be acquired at some point? That's where my mind goes with all this, because it feels like we have unbundled everything in society just to try to bring it all back together.
I agree.
And everybody is owned by all of the same people. We know that in this business. I don't know where the antitrust people are, but we know that. And they're all just together now. And so I think that's probably where, for that aspect of it, where things might be headed.
I get a kick out of it because I say that what's old is new again. Mm-hmm. And we're eventually just going to wind up in the same place that we were.
Sure we are.
Except we'll all be paying more.
Yes.
Than we paid previously.
Yep.
Where, you go to some of these cities now, and the new hot thing is sort of the urban food court.
Oh, really?
Where, it's a bunch of restaurants. They get together in like a centralized space, and they have like a little food court.
Yeah.
And eventually we're just going to realize that, that's good with the food court. Mm-hmm. Maybe, would it be cool if there was like a Babbage's next door to sell some video games or something? And then we just are back at the mall.
Right.
As society, we're back at the mall. We're the same way with things we watch on TV.
Right.
It's, hey, this is great. We got this, we got this. But I'm paying so much money. I'm so fragmented. What if we put it all together, one big bundle, and we called it Que Vale?
So the thing that has pissed me off pretty recently is all of the streamers being like, oh, yeah, if you want to buy this thing that we just wrapped into one, you can get X, Y, and Z streaming service. And it's like, I used to have all those channels. Like, they're doing it to us already.
Yeah.
I had all those channels. And then part of it is us as consumers. We were like, well, I don't want this and I don't want that. I just like to be able to buy the one thing I want. And then we realized, like, damn, all the things I want are in different places. And so now we're just back.
I saw that Fox bought Roku.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Sure. They got Tubi. Watch
Tubi?
the World Cup on Tubi.
World Cup's on Tubi?
Yeah, I think they got some World Cup
Are
stuff
you enjoying
on
the World Cup?
I haven't watched to enjoy.
You haven't watched any of it?
Not really, no.
You haven't hooked up? We had a good one today, Teddy. Did you see it? The Brazil and the Japan?
Yeah, Brazil pulled it out right at the very end.
I know.
Yeah, Colin and I were talking about this. Evil Bald Colin, how if Brazil had lost that game, Brazil, the country, just burned down, right? I mean,
probably.
That would have been just.
Well, they fell behind in that game, too. They had to come back. They were down 1-0.
Yeah. I mean, this is a round of 32.
This is knockout time.
Yeah. You easily get to the round of 16 if you're Brazil. And same thing now with Germany. And Germany's behind.
Oh, yes, Teddy.
They're behind, aren't they, Wolfgang?
Oh, yes. I don't have the game on.
Oh,
who are they playing, Teddy?
Paraguay.
Oh, Paraguay. We can't lose to Paraguay.
Well, you're losing 1-0 right now.
We would send the Nazis to Paraguay when they wanted to escape.
That's right. That's where they went.
We went to South America.
Argentina.
We sent them there.
I'm out of this one.
No, you don't like Wolfgang?
You need to do a voice.
I don't. I do not.
I challenged you not too long ago to do a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you came up with something. It wasn't bad.
Great.
No, but it wasn't bad. It was almost like a cartoon.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Deputy Dog.
I am my own voice. I like my voice.
Why can't you just have fun?
You don't think I'm fun? I love having fun. More fun.
See, the whole thing, though, about having a character is you can say things.
No, you can't.
That you normally wouldn't say.
No, these are all the things that you want to say but don't want to have attributed to yourself.
That's right.
No. No.
Demario Davis, who plays for the Jets, I think, still, says he spends $1 million a year to stay in shape.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I can appreciate where he's at with this. Trying to find the deal that y'all put in the packet. Because it's really difficult to be healthy, and availability is the biggest ability in professional sports, right? So I understand trying to create longevity in your career, etc. Some of the things here, I'm not sure.
Yeah, here it is. Acupuncture.
Yes.
Radio frequency energy
What the hell is that?
stimulation.
What is that? Like, I don't know if that's backed by real science.
Naturopathic medicine.
What is that?
Chiropractic care, muscle activation, cupping,
So
scraping,
muscle activation, cupping, scraping,
dry needle
needling.
therapy, red light therapy, fascia stretching, hot and cold tubs, Epsom salt baths, and active release therapy.
Yep. So all the things that you said after muscle activation are things that I think are worth investing in. These are things that people have studied pretty extensively. There's good science. Red light therapy feels like a little bit of like a buzzword kind of thing in society right now, but folks like doing it. Hot and cold tubs, a little bit of a question. Hopefully you're not paying too much for that. What is radio frequency energy stimulation?
It's listening to this show.
Could be.
Stimulating yourself with the engrossing conversation.
Like, where are we at on chiropractors?
Where are we at?
Yeah, I think half of society is like, it's great, it's fixed my life, my back feels great. The other half of society said I can crack my own back. If I lean back far enough over the edge of this chair, my back will crack. That's where people are, right? And so $1 million, I'm sure that we could find a little bit of a more efficient way to spend the million.
Well, he says he also has a personal chef who makes some high-protein diet with plenty of red meat and foods that limit inflammation.
And again, on that tip, so are we saying we don't eat nightshades? Are we no potatoes and eggplants and avocados are bad for you? Like,
well, Tom Brady says that.
Or tomatoes are bad for you.
Tomatoes bad.
Right. So again, where are we at?
He says, my body is my company, and the brand that comes from playing the game is my company. If I don't reinvest in the engine of the company and the brand of the company, I just don't think that's wise. I just try to be a good steward of what's been given.
I appreciate every bit of that. I think some of this is...
He's 37, by the way, which in NFL age is old.
Yeah. Mind over matter, though. I think some of this you do, and it makes you feel like you're healthier than you are.
Well, didn't Anthony Gonzalez sleep in the hyperbolic chamber.
Hyperbaric chamber?
Hyperbolic.
With Michael Jackson. They said he slept in one of those. I'm just saying. It's just, to me, it feels like a lot of this stuff is, I feel better about myself mentally after doing it. So
it's a placebo effect.
Physically, I'm better. It is a placebo.
Well, we're going to talk to Jayson Stark. Jason's beef is coming up next. He actually drinks the blood of young children to keep as young as he is. I mean, look at him. You'd think he was 30 just by looking at him. He's a vampire. He'll join us in 2 minutes. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
Up in Delaware, US 42 remains closed off due to an accident in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Northbound US 23 at Orange Road, a disabled vehicle has the right lane blocked off. Traffic there backed up from Olentangy Meadows Drive. This report is sponsored by your local Rude Air Conditioning Pro partners. Is your house hotter than sitting on a metal bench at your kids' July baseball tournament? Get out with the old and in with the Rude this summer. Trust the local pros on a high-efficiency AC system from Rude to protect your home plate every time. Find a certified Rude Pro partner at rudecolumbus.com or UUDcolumbus.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Life is full of uncertainties. You can't control the economy, the prices at the pump, or the grocery store, and you certainly cannot control the weather. But the one thing you can control is your home's efficiency and comfort. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us help you take back control of your home by insulating your walls with our premium foam. You give us a call today, we'll come out, we'll insulate your walls, and we'll throw in your attic for free. So give us a call today, 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Jayson Stark is a Hall of Famer. What Hall of Fame? All of them. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, my friend.
Mike, how are you?
Why do you keep asking me what we're going to talk about? I told you that's on you now.
It's fine. I just feel like if I have some thoughts, you should know them. If you have some thoughts, I should know them.
No.
We've done this for a long time.
We're going to fly blind.
Complicated.
No, we're going to fly blind. Here, I'm going to ask you a really important question. What did you eat this weekend, and was it good?
What did I eat this weekend?
Because I know your wife is a hell of a cook, and I know you appreciate a good nosh. So I figured we don't talk enough food with you. So what did you eat this weekend?
Okay, the best thing I ate out was went out for Thai food and had this amazing fried rice concoction and some dumplings. They were fantastic, and my wife let's see here. What was her highlight dish? She made this like stuffed eggplant kind of dish, like Middle Eastern. It's insanely delicious. What's the best thing you ate?
I made some delicious ribeye steak and some crispy Parmesan potatoes, and I made a chimichurri with the herbs that are coming in the garden. Speaking of the Thai food, I got some chili peppers growing back there, some Thai chili peppers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mail them to you like drugs in the mail, just like contraband, and then I want your wife to use them in cooking. Because I know you just can't go to the grocery store buy your own Thai chili peppers. They have to come from my garden.
Okay. I should send you a photo of this garden she's got going, because we're about a week and a half away from it turning into the Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really going to start blooming.
And because that's not enough now. She's got stuff growing all over the back and the back deck, and it's I don't know. I don't know what to say. But thank you. That's what I meant to say. Thanks.
She's cooking all this good stuff for you with the stuff from the garden.
She is. I don't want to break down the cost per tomato, but it's great.
Let's talk about the Mets. The Mets fire the manager. It has not been a good situation there for a couple years now. I mean, that is, you'd say, not a well-run organization. They're trying very hard. They spend a lot of money, but it just doesn't seem to work out for the Mets.
Yeah, I was doing some calculations on how much money Steve Cohen has spent. This is his 6th season as the owner of the Mets. He spent $1.8 billion on payroll. That doesn't even count all the tax. And if you remember, the last baseball labor agreement, they had a tax named after him. So the tax is a lot. So I'm going to assume he's probably closing in on $3 billion, and he's won 2 playoff series and been through 4 managers. Does that seem like a good ratio to you?
It does not. No. But that's sort of,
it's not that good.
You can go back in the history of the game and see, payroll usually means success, but this is a clear indication that that's not all that it's shaped up to be.
Yeah, it's amazing because he's a brilliant guy. David Stearns, who runs the operation, is a really, really, really smart guy that people love working for. Carlos Mendoza, they didn't want to fire him. Look how hard they tried to not fire him. He's a really good dude, good leader, and a connector. But it's just a combustible mix. And look, they had a disastrous finish to last season, right? They did. So making significant changes, that makes sense. Making the changes they made didn't make that much sense. They had Pete Alonso on that team. He played every day. They had Brandon Nimmo on that team. He played every day. They were fan favorites. They replaced him with 2 guys who never play, Jorge Polanco and Luis Robert Jr., one of your favorites. Bo Bichette they signed. He's a good player. He was a bad fit. They only signed him so the Phillies wouldn't sign him. Am I right? And they've had so much underachievement. I'm working on my awards column for next week, trying to pick my least valuable player. My whole list was Mets.
Yeah,
it's incredible. And we haven't even mentioned that they had this smart, experienced group of coaches, and I'm assuming the owner pushed to fire them all, and they've been replaced by a staff that has had huge trouble reaching the group. So there's an expression in baseball that we refer to at times like this: the Mets are going to Met, and they've done that.
Well, the Phillies, you brought them up. I mean, they were a team that got off to a terrible start. They fire the manager. Don Mattingly takes over. Now they're 10 games over 500. Is there a scenario where you think that happens for the Mets, or are they just they're gone? They're done.
I just think there are fundamental differences between the 2 teams. like compare pitching staffs, compare rotations. Take a few seconds to do that and tell me the Mets have a run in them that the Phillies just had. Look at the way the Stars project a presence on the Phillies versus the Mets Stars. Soto, Lindor, I mean, they clearly aren't the presidents of each other's fan clubs. They haven't played either. They played 10 games together all year. So, look, anything I suppose is possible, but they are so buried that they're like 2 or 3 weeks away from deciding we got to sell.
Yeah.
So they don't have the time that the Phillies had.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark here on The Fan. Meanwhile, you look at the AL East and, don't look now. The Rays are in first place. For all the talk about the Yankees and how good they are and this could be their year, Tampa Bay Rays just hanging around, winning games as they do.
They're amazing. Their whole deal is just amazing to me. I look at the Yankees, and that's the best team in the American League. Has to be, right? I know they're playing without Judge now, but they've got Cam Schlittler, who's the AL Cy Young right now, right? And Garrett Cole is back, and Carlos Rodon is back, and Will Warren is really good, and they've got all these number one type starters and star power up and down the lineup. And I mean, how many people do you think are walking the streets of Columbus who could name 6 Rays right now? 6.
6?
For you?
2, probably.
Really? You want to try to name 2?
No, don't put me on the spot.
Okay.
Because I'll start talking about Wander Franco.
No. There's a guy named Junior on that team who hits 2-3 homers every day.
Yeah.
So you should probably pay attention to that. But, Kevin Cash, I could pick him for Manager of the Year every year. And Eric Neander, I could pick him for Executive of the Year every year. And they just see things that other front offices don't see. They make the pieces fit. They bring the best out of everybody. It's something to see. I honestly thought there were 4 super teams in the AL East this year, and the Rays were the 5th team. And it just shows you how little I know, why you have me on your show. I have no idea.
I'm sure you wonder that, too, every time you come on. Jayson?
It's crossed my mind, yeah.
Enjoy dinner tonight, and we'll talk to you next week. Have a good holiday.
Yeah, you too. Look forward to it. Thanks.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
US 42 remains closed off due to an accident that is in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway. Also, the right lane blocked off from a disabled vehicle westbound US 33, that's at 270. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa, bright, spicy, zesty. Impossible to ignore, it brings main character energy to every bite. Not just a sauce, it's a star. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
I'm Brianna Albizu, traffic anchor for 10 TV News this morning. Columbus is quickly becoming my home, and this community has welcomed me with open arms. My mission is simple, to help you get to where you're going quickly and safely. Whether it's helping you beat the slowdown on 270 or giving you detours around major construction, we've got you covered. Because when your morning's on the move, so are we. Make the move to 10 TV News this morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
The next chapter of Cleveland Browns football is here, and we want you to be a part of it. In the new world-class enclosed Huntington Bank Field, a new era of Browns football begins in 2029, and your path to being a part of it starts today. Place your deposit right now at newhuntingtonbankfield.com to reserve your spot and be one of the first to choose your seats in the best stadium on planet Earth, our brand new home in Brook Park. To reserve your spot and be one of the first to choose your seats in our brand new state-of-the-art facility.
Hello, friends. There's a special place on your radio. A place where the beer flows like wine. A place where dogs frolic and random movie quotes invade your brain. That place is Rothman and Ice, voted the #1 midday show in America in 2024. We won't talk about what happened last year. It certainly has nothing to do with Cole producing the show. Do they talk Buckeyes? Of course they do. Do they chat with Hall of Famers on the regular? Yes. Will they obsess over their fantasy football teams to the point both of them need therapy? You betcha. Rothman and Ice, weekdays from noon to 3. Thank you, The Fan.
I'm John Morgan. There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Reason number 3. First, all lawyers are not the same. If my family had an injury case and I couldn't hire us, there are only about 3 to 4% of the lawyers out there that I would hire. And here's why. Most of them rarely, if ever, go to trial. They just take the last best offer. Hell, you can do that yourself. Do this. If you're looking for a lawyer, Google Morgan & Morgan results and see what comes up. It may shock you. Then Google the firm you're thinking of hiring and do the same. That may shock you as well. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. We won a lot. $30 billion and counting. Morgan & Morgan, or thepeople.com. Who would I hire? I'd hire us.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, The Fan 2, and The Fan 3. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show is the Beamer, Brandon Beam. Hello, Beamer.
Common Man JP, happy Monday to you.
So, Beamer, earlier today, we had a very good matchup between Brazil and Japan in the World Cup. Japan went up 1-0 in that game. Then Brazil scores very late in extra time to win the game 2-1. We have Germany and Paraguay right now, where Germany is losing 1-0 in the 54th minute. Teddy was saying how if Brazil had lost that game to Japan, how the entire country would be lit on fire. What happens if Germany loses this game to Paraguay?
Also the same thing.
Yes?
Yeah, same exact thing. So I was listening to the broadcast a little bit earlier, watching the Japan-Brazil game. Japan had a very good team. Like, they were kind of darlings of this tournament. They felt like it was their best team that they've ever fielded for a World Cup. But also, Japan has never won a knockout round game in World Cup history. Like, that's just something that they don't do. Brazil has not missed a quarterfinals in the last 8 World Cups.
That's quite
They're like,
significant.
oh, we're on a drought. We haven't won a World Cup in 5 cycles. It's 20 years.
Yeah.
It's only been 8 teams ever to win a World Cup. They're like, oh, it's our year. They've also never lost. Brazil hasn't a World Cup game to a team that is either not in Europe or South America. So, like, they were panicking when Japan took the early lead on them. And give them credit, they buckled in. They played much better in the second half than they did in the first half. So, I would think it would be the same thing for Germany because Paraguay is not as good as Japan, so I'm guessing that they're probably panicking right now.
Now, the United States plays when?
Wednesday evening.
Wednesday against Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Herzegovina.
Yes, them too. Do you like that matchup?
It's fine. It's okay.
What do you mean?
They scare me a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Wouldn't anybody scare you, though?
Yeah, like I told you, I think it was last week. Like, if you want to win the World Cup, like, you're going to have to play good teams eventually. But yes, Bosnia, very good. They're good at defending. They're real gritty. Like, I think that they could play mind games with America. Like, and if they go up early, I think they can get us into a lot of, like, foul problems. I think that we'll probably get a little chippy, get some cards. Like, they're not going to be worrying about what they're doing.
High grit factor.
Yeah, very, very big grit factor.
By the way, Germany just scored a goal. So it's tied at 1 now. Speaking of the soccer, see, when you're here, I got to take care of all this stuff. I saw that Diego Rossi is going to go away from the Crew. They're going to sell him away for $8 million. So this is a team that's not very good right now as they're sitting in the World Cup break. Diego Rossi goes away. You have 2 international spots open, or designated player spots, whatever the hell they call it.
I'll be quite honest with you guys. I don't know how MLS rules work. Like, I don't. It's very confusing. It's different than, like, the rest of the world.
Yes.
Like, they got a salary cap. They've got designated players. They have other, like, designations, like young players. I'm like, I don't get it. There's too many rules over here. Like, we had Tim Bezpachenko, the former GM of the Crew, on our podcast.
He's back now.
He is.
He's overseeing everything now.
He is. He's overseeing the Crew. He's also going to oversee the women's team, which I think is going to be his main job until that launches off the ground. Then he'll maybe get more involved with the Crew. And he was, like, working for Major League Soccer at the time. Like, they were coming up with all of these rules. Mm-hmm. And, like, T-Bone, is like an MLS nerd. He knew everything there is to know. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know any of this. And so we had Bez on our show one time, and I'm like, can you explain this to me like I'm 3 years old? I'm like, I don't get it. You literally wrote the rules. Can you explain TAM and GAM to me, which is targeted allocation money and general allocation money, which makes no sense to me, like I'm 3 years old. And he did. He did a great job.
Here we are. So Tam and Gam. Learn something new.
Yeah, Tam and Gam.
What's coming up on the Buckeyes show tonight, Boomer?
Guys, coming up tonight, we got 2 full hours. Justin Zwick is in with me. Ohio State got a big commitment earlier this afternoon. Jeremy Birmingham's going to join us coming up at 6:30 tonight.
Buckeyes show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
JP, I saw that the Detroit Lions have released Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on, just some light charges of felony armed robbery and kidnapping. Had his bond set at $1 million. Now, he was a first-round pick just a couple years ago, and it looks like this is not going well for him right now.
That whole thing escalated pretty quickly, where apparently he talked to the organization. They're like, oh, yeah, no, we had a conversation, said nothing happened, we're all good. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, no, like he orchestrated this whole thing. This is his doing, and we're going to take him in. So I think it was $1 million bond, as you said, but they didn't put the ankle monitor on him, so he would have been able to participate in training camp had the Lions not cut his ass.
Probably good that they did.
Yeah.
Another team can sign him, right?
Well, who's desperate?
Former NBA players Malik Beasley and Ed Davis and an NBA agent are among 6 defendants indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 23-24 season.
I kind of backed my way into this one because I ask the question every time, if you're an NBA player, how much money would you need to get in order to want to do something like this? Like you're making tens of millions of dollars a year. Why does this make sense?
Guaranteed, all guaranteed.
Right.
NBA contracts.
Well, Malik Beasley was the guy a couple years ago who was getting sued by a dentist because he owed him $35,000, got sued by a barber because he owed him $30,000, got evicted from his apartment, was sued by his marketing agency because he took a $600,000 advance he couldn't pay. This guy was broke. So he went to the old gambling people there and said, let's fix some games so I can pay these people back.
How do you spend $30,000 at a barber? That's my question.
You ever see Marcus Freeman's haircuts?
I have.
He could spend $30,000 at a barber.
Oh, he's probably got a guy who lives in the house with him.
The guy's office is like right down from Marcus's office.
You think he went to Turkey? Think he got a hair replacement?
Nah.
He just got that good of a hairline?
It's paint.
I think I'm going to go to Turkey. I think I'm going to get
You're
my
gonna
hair.
go to Turkey?
I think so.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, you want to go?
I'll go to twofer.
All right.
2 for 1.
I saw the international terminal in O'Hare one time.
A bunch of bald people going to Istanbul.
They had the ass follicle stitched on the back of their heads, and there were like 10 of them. It was hilarious.
Why do we have to go to Turkey, though? Why can't we just get it done here?
It's cheaper.
It's cheap to get it. Hi, I'm Tyvis Powell. He gets it done for free. He'll look us up.
Will he?
Yes, he will. What's he watching on the Fire Stick, JP?
Oh, he's watching the stuff.
Blacks on Blondes?
That's what he said.
I know.
On air. And he told me that, and I almost pooped myself. Blacks on Blondes is crazy.
What's that show about?
You need age verification.
It's about rugby. Rugby. You got the All Blacks.
Big rugby
the
All Blondes.
Exactly. All right, Buckeye Show's next. I'm back tomorrow, 3 o'clock with Nicole Sheeran. I'll talk to you then. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview. Come for the pizza, stay for the dive.
In Delaware, US 42 still closed due to an accident that's in both directions between Section Line Road and Sawmill Parkway, and westbound I-70 left lane blocked from an accident between 670 and Hague Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Eddie Zellick, 497.1 The Fan Traffic.